Glad you're with us, Pat, and a real challenge for the Bears. Coming off Saturday's conference opening loss to TCU in Fort Worth, now they get the undefeated and third-ranked Iowa State Cyclones.
Yeah, number 3 in the country, and John, they are one of 4 teams in the country who are in the top 10 in offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency. So they've earned that number 3 spot. As you said, they're undefeated. It's been an interesting series. Tonight is the tiebreaker. They're 25 apiece. It was a series from 21 for a couple of years, 2021, a couple of years, that the Bears really owned. And then since that time, Iowa State has won 5 of 6. But interesting, they're all tied up tonight. And that really just pales in comparison to what's at stake, I think, for both of these teams. Primarily from a Baylor perspective, you got to steal a few at home. You got to win at home, protect your home court advantage. It's a tough week to do that for Baylor basketball, but they can do that tonight against really, I think, an elite Iowa State basketball team.
How many times have we heard Coach Drew say that through the years? You got to protect your home court. Doesn't matter what the ranking is on the opponent that comes in here. And there's 2 top 10 opponents coming in this week. Iowa State tonight, ranked number 3 in the nation. And then the 7th-ranked Houston Cougars come in on Saturday.
Well, signed up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best league in the country. But, again, I think this is a team that in terms of the matchup tonight, Baylor has every bit the athletic ability that Iowa State has. Iowa State is an elite shooting team. As we mentioned a minute ago, number 5 in the country in defensive efficiency. So the work's cut out for them. But I think we haven't seen it yet, John, but there is a breakout game coming for this team. Haven't seen it. Maybe it happens tonight. You know it's coming. You're just not sure when it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's really good. That's fun to look forward to. And what do you think? What do you expect, I guess, after the TCU game? Disappointing loss. TCU played really well, kept the game at their tempo, winning over Baylor 69-63 on Saturday. How much will that have helped Baylor coming into this game?
I think it helps a lot. Coach Drew spoke about that the other day. I think it helps primarily from the James Naji perspective. He's a guy that played more minutes than most people thought he was going to play. I thought he played really well. Coming into that game, he had not played 5-on-5 basketball since the summer. Had an injury that was nagging him. He was recovering from during that interim period. He's back, and he's getting his sea legs under him. And I think when that happens, this team is going to take a step, and it's going to happen sooner than later.
Yeah, and not just for him, but everybody. I mean, a reminder, it's a completely new team. I think every opportunity they have to practice together and then play games together just going to make them a little more cohesive.
I think so, and there's a lot to that, particularly when you get to this time of year. Take Iowa State, for example. They've got 3 guys, 2 of those 3 starters who have been in the program their entire careers. One, Lipsy, a senior, Momchilovich, a junior, and then Jefferson, who's a transfer from St. Mary's, is in his 2nd year. So they brought guys in who understand this program, understand what they've got to do to be successful on both ends of the floor. Baylor's still searching for that, I think, a little bit, but that breakout game is coming.
Yeah. So big challenge tonight, Baylor versus Iowa State. You mentioned James Naji, the 7-foot freshman, just joined the team the day before Christmas and really did, I think, exceeded most people's expectations as far as minutes, at least, in that first game.
Yeah, and, you know, he's looked like he's chiseled out of the side of a mountain.
All right.
I mean, he has an NBA look about him, but he's still feeling his way around. I think Coach Drew put it best. He said, we got to get Naji to the point where he's doing less thinking and more playing. And that's a natural progression. I mean, right now he's learning so much that when you're learning and you're thinking, you can't just cut loose and play, and that's what they're shooting for. And maybe, again, that's going to come very soon, I think, because he's been playing at a high level for a long time. But he's had one game. He said 16 minutes in one game.
Yeah. Not
enough time to really accomplish that.
Well, we had the opportunity yesterday to sit down with James Naji, our Sikkim podcast. We had him in the 1845 studios over at McLean Stadium. And it was really soft-spoken, really. So we're going to let our listeners hear part of that interview with James Naji coming up next. And it's part of a longer interview, about 22 minutes, on the Sikkim podcast, which you can find wherever you download your podcast. It's on YouTube as well. Just search Sikkim podcast, and you can see and hear the entire thing. But we'll listen to part of that when we come back and give folks a sense of this new 7-foot freshman for the Bears.
I'm anxious to meet him. I spent a little bit of time with him before the Arlington Baptist game. And you're right, he's a little bit understated, a little bit quiet. What I like, though, in the TCU game, I mean, he had a little bit of dog in him.
He did.
And I mean that. That's maybe a highest compliment you can pay to an athlete. Fierce competitor, and I think we really saw that on the floor. Need more of that.
Yeah. All right, so we'll have that when we come back. Take a break. Be back with more in a moment on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. It's brought to you by Conecuh Sausage. Made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Back with more live from Foster Pavilion after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
There's a lot of synergy between Extraco's mission to build people, businesses, communities, and our company's vision where we are really all about building people.
Because Extraco is so committed to building businesses, like they even pour into this local community. And it's just awesome that they would come alongside us to support us, but also pour back into our business. That's really important to us.
Extraco Banks.
Okay.
Dreams.
Yeah.
Member FDIC.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Game 2 on the Big 12 slate for both the Bears and the Cyclones. Iowa State won their conference opener at home over West Virginia. Actually, last Friday night, 80-59, the final score. Talking about James Naji, the newcomer to the Baylor roster, 7-foot freshman. 7 feet, 251 pounds, true freshman from Makurdi, Nigeria. He's well traveled, Pat. He played from Nigeria. He went to Hungary and played for a couple of years, then went from there to Spain and has played the last 4 years there for a Barcelona team in Spain, and was drafted by the NBA. And the reason he's even eligible to be playing for Baylor or any college team, he never signed an NBA contract, but it's been a bit of a furor around him being a pro, quote-unquote, playing now for a college team.
Yeah, and John, you made a really good point about him. I think people need to get to know him and understand him and listen to him talk and hear what he's all about. Coach Drew has provided some of that information to us. He's a serious student. He wants to get his degree. And so there's a lot to that guy, and I hope over time people will really get to know him.
So let's listen in now. Part of our most recent Sick'em podcast, available wherever you get podcasts. Our visit with Baylor's James Naji. We began asking him about this whirlwind of a transition he's in the middle of right now.
Yeah, I think everything has been happening really fast, and I'm just trying to stay locked in and do all I can do just to settle in, because I've been moving my things up and down, trying to get all the paperwork in place and all of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, so many moving parts, coming in at midterm. I mean, if you could come in the summer, then you got the summer to acclimate, and then you get into the season. But you're here, and then you're playing a game, for Baylor against TCU a few days later.
Yeah, that's right.
What about that, the ramp up? Because you hadn't played really competitively since July, have you?
Yeah, that's right. I haven't played like 5-on-5.
5-on-5.
No, not even a full cut, because my whole time since July I've been in Madrid, doing my rehabilitation, to get off injury and trying to stay in shape. And, the facility I was working out at was, a half-cut, facility. So it was just really short.
Oh, half-cut.
And we were just trying to, get in shape and take a couple of shots and walk a little bit, under the rim and all of this stuff. So I haven't played competitive basketball.
That's different, isn't it, than 5-on-5?
Yeah, totally. Because the first time I got on court after running like 2 times, I was like, whoa.
Right.
I had a feeling. So, yeah.
Good. Well, we are so glad you're here. It's a different situation. Adding anybody at midterm is different in its own right. But how do you feel? I hope you felt welcomed by the Baylor family and the coaches here and your teammates.
Yeah, I totally felt welcome. I had a lot of great message from the people of Waco and Baylor. I think they welcomed me full-heartedly and open-heartedly, and I'm very, very happy to be here, and I always see this as a great opportunity.
Yeah. And the education part of it, coming to Baylor, coming to a college, a university, that's a big part of it, isn't it? You want to get your college degree.
Yeah. I had this conversation with my family, to be precise, with my mother. And when I told her I had a scholarship, and I'm going to university, she was so happy, like knowing that her son is going to get a degree. And, just seeing her happy about me going to college, just gave me more morale to go even more. So, yeah.
What was your upbringing like? I know, Coach Drew has said this many times that it was centered around the church, wasn't it? You were very involved in your church.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, my mother is was a resident pastor at our church. And in Nigeria, generally, we have, it's a really religious country. We have a lot of churches, like every 100 meters you go, you will find a church. So
right?
yeah, that's how many church we got.
Wow.
So yeah, I came from a family that loves the things of God, that loves church. So in my church, maybe you've heard it before, I used to play the keyboard, what you guys call the piano, and my brother plays the drum, and my sister sings, and my eldest brother was like the usher. My mother preached sometimes, so it was like a full
whole family.
Yeah, the whole package, in the church. So yeah,
that's great.
Podcast with James Naji, newcomer to the Bears, and again, the entire interview, about 22 minutes worth with James, available wherever you download your podcast. You can watch it on YouTube. Also, just search Sikkim Podcast. But just really interesting to sit down with him. He was very comfortable, and gosh, can you imagine how much of a whirlwind this is for him right now?
Yeah, and you mentioned his maturity. You leave home at age 14 to go to a different country and learn to play basketball. Then he goes to Spain. Last leg of that tour thus far is Waco, Texas, and we're glad he's here. But I'm intrigued by him. I like him. But I think in terms of just getting on the floor and making a difference for this team, that's coming. He is so physically imposing. Once he figures out, again, how to play and play more, think less, he's going to take a gigantic step, and when he does, this team's going to get dramatically better.
Yeah, very fun to have him here. Be fun to have our fans and really college basketball fans get to know him a little bit better. Take a break, back with more in just a moment. This is the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Stay with us after a break. Our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Bears and Iowa State coming up. Big 12 basketball from Foster Pavilion here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do is true. We do for you.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics. presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Vention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. Let's continue on our pregame show. Visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Bears back at it in Big 12 play. And, Coach, here comes the highest-ranked team in the Big 12, undefeated and third-ranked Iowa State tonight.
Well, the great thing about the Big 12 is every opponent is really talented and really good. And Iowa State is the best right now as far as them and Arizona. Top 5 teams, undefeated, and teams that really don't have weaknesses.
And I guess they're not the highest ranked. Arizona's actually ranked higher. Two of the top 3 teams in the nation. But a great opportunity for you guys tonight. How do you build? How's practice been coming off the TCU game?
Well, I think first of all, no one likes losing. Second of all, I think usually there's a lot of improvement from first game of the year to second. A lot of times in conference from first game to the second. And you look at it, no one on our team had played in a Big 12 game, let alone a road game. And I think we all learned a lot. And I think our coaches, staff will do a better job putting our guys in better position to be successful. And I think our guys recognize the urgency and all that's required to be successful in a Big 12 game.
You looking to shuffle your rotation a little bit tonight?
Well, I mean, with James, you'll obviously you've gone from 7 to 8, and now as we get a chance to build more data analytics, who plays best with who. I mean, a lot of times we're all seeing it firsthand, first time all together. So again, I think in a month we'll have a lot more recognizable idea as far as this is a great group. This rotation at this time of the game is really effective. Until that, it's trial and error. But the good thing is with the 8 that we're playing, our best teams have always had an 8-man starting rotation or a 9-man starting rotation. And when we get JJ back, we'll be up to 9. But right now at 8, that's still better than 7.
Yeah. Hard to do trial and error, isn't it, playing against some of the best teams in the country?
Yeah, that's why you have non-conference. That's why you have the summertime. That's why you have all that. But again, I think we knew the challenges with bringing in someone at the middle of the year. But at the same time, once we all get on the same page, long-term wise, obviously it should be a real help to our program.
Yeah. We heard from James earlier in our pregame show, visited with him, sat down with him yesterday. It seems like he maybe heard the boos against TCU, but then was really picked up by you guys, the staff and his teammates.
Well, I think, I'll just ask you, from our interaction, James is a great young man. What do you think of him?
I think he's a great young man. I think people need to give him a chance, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I think people probably thought he's coming in, NBA guy, just trying to play basketball, get back to the league. And I think what they'll see is a 21-year-old, big heart, wants to go to college, wants to be around guys his age, wants to grow on and off the court, and wants to get a degree.
Yeah. Another challenge tonight facing the bigs of Iowa State. They got a pretty well-rounded team, don't they?
Well, again, you're not top 5 unless you're really good, and I think it starts with the big 3. And the key for that is nowadays we all know just how important it is to have your best players have a chance to return. And I mean, Lipsy, Milan, Jefferson, that's 3 of the best in college basketball. They played together. They know the system. They know the Big 12. They know what it takes to be successful, and hence they've gotten out to a great start this year.
Yeah, very good. Coach, we'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. It's Baylor and Iowa State coming up here in Foster Pavilion. More of our pregame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. Well, here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Continue on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. Baylor and Iowa State coming up. Both teams back on the floor, continuing their warm-ups. Our game sponsor tonight is Extraco Banks. Extraco Banks, let's build some dreams. We'll visit with Brian Reinhart, representing Extraco Banks, coming up at halftime. Pat, how about the keys to the game tonight? Would be a huge win for Scott Drew and the Bears. How are they going to do it?
Well, first of all, they got to take care of the basketball. Iowa State, the number 6 team in the nation in turnovers forced per game. They force a turnover by their opponents in 1 of every 4 possessions. That is huge. And what that does is feed their fast break points and their transition. They're the 5th best defensive team in the nation. So from a Baylor perspective, the ball still needs to touch the paint. Might be a little harder to do tonight, but that's where it's got to go. And then secondly, I'm going to call these specialty points. Those are free throws and second chance points. It's going to be really hard to score your first crack at the bucket against Iowa State. In fact, their first shot defense is elite. So you need shots at the free throw line. You need offensive rebounds. You need second chance points. And I think any game the Bears play, you play to their strengths, and one of theirs is offensive rebounding. Baylor's a great free throw shooting team. Got to get to the line, got to score those. And then I think also tonight, there are a lot of weapons on this team for Iowa State, but to me, the guy you really have to control is Milan Momcilovic. This guy is the best, most productive three-point shooter in the country, and right now, statistically, it's not even close. He made 8 of 10 against West Virginia in the opener for Iowa State last week. So he can change a game, and you can't let him change this game with threes. Now, this is a great passing team. You have to know where he is at all times on the floor. Tonight, from a Baylor perspective, giving up 2s is a whole lot better than giving up 3s. I think that is really magnified tonight with a shooter the caliber of Momcilovic on the floor.
All right, Pat, thanks. Pat's keys to the game tonight. Baylor and Iowa State coming up. All-time series tied at 25 wins apiece. More on our Conecuh Sausage countdown to tip-off in just a moment. We're nearing tip-off, top of the hour. This is brought to you by Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory-smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy in your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Back with our starting lineups in the opening tip. Baylor and Iowa State, Big 12 basketball from Waco here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor men's basketball.
Drop the confetti in the Farrell Center.
On the Baylor Sports Media Network. Today's game is brought to you by Extraco Banks. Let's build some dreams. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
Back inside Foster Pavilion, let's give you our starting lineups for tonight's game, Baylor and Iowa State. It is brought to you, as always, by Baylor's Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. For the visitors from Ames, 14-0 on the season, one of 6 unbeatens in college basketball. At this point in the year, they are number 3 in the nation. They start with a point guard that is a good one. One of the best in the Big 12, one of the best in the nation, Tamin Lipsey, 6'1", 200-pound senior. He's a hometown boy from Ames, Iowa, 14 points, a team-high 5.9 assists per game, and he leads the nation with a 7.2 assist-to-turnover ratio. That is Tamin Lipsey. Also, Milan Momcilovic, 6'8", 225-pound junior from Pewaukee, Wisconsin. He's their leading scorer, 18.5 points a game, 3 rebounds per game. He is number 1 in the nation, making 4.1 threes per game, and number 1 shooting 56.3% from beyond the arc. That is Milan Momcilovic. Kylian Touré, one of the newcomers for Coach TJ Otzelberger, 6'3" freshman from Pamiers, France, 10 points, 3 rebounds on the season. The averages for Kylian Touré. And Blake Buchanan, a newcomer as well, 6'10", 235-pound junior from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. He is a transfer from Virginia, actually played for Baylor associate head coach Ron Sanchez at Virginia last year. 10 points, 6.5 rebounds, a team high 21 block shots on the season. And Joshua Jefferson, the big post man, coming off a triple-double in the win over West Virginia. Jefferson, 6'9", 240, and a senior from Las Vegas, a transfer 2 years ago from St. Mary's. 5 starters for Coach T.J. Otzelberger, his 5th year at Iowa State, 10th as a Division I head coach. Familiar starting lineup for Scott Drew and the Bears. Obi Agbum at the point. He's Baylor's assist leader, averaging 11.3 points a game. Michael Ratai, Tunde Yesufu, Cameron Carr, the Bears' leading scorer, 4th leading scorer in the Big 12 at 21 points per game. And Dan Skillings Jr., 6'6 senior, transfer from Cincinnati. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew in his 23rd season at Baylor, 24th as a Division I head coach. Baylor's all-time winningest coach and the coach of the 2021 national champions. Starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Ball is in the air by Tony Padilla. Baylor controls the tip. Bears Ratai, 3, left wing, rims out, no good. Rebound by Iowa State.
Got to look at what Iowa State's going to do. No surprise it's a man, but they've gotten Taman Lipsey on Cameron Carr. Lipsey, and a member of the Big 12 all-defensive team the last 2 years.
Momcilovic gives drive into the paint. Momcilovic, little fadeaway 12-footer is no good. Rebounded by Dan Skillings. Both teams miss on their first opportunities of the night. Here's Tunde Yesufu, drives it all the way to the paint. Cut off, kicks it outside. 3 by Obi Agbum is off the mark. And Iowa State has the rebound. In transition, a 3 misses by Joshua Jefferson. Now, Jefferson is a 6'9 dude, 6'9", 240, but he likes to shoot the 3, as do all of these Cyclones. Momcilovic spins into the paint, works his way up, left-handed layup. That was Blake Buchanan. His shot's no good. Another offensive rebound, this by Jefferson. Cyclones keep it there, half of the floor. Outside to Momcilovic, now to Jefferson. Jefferson looks to drive on Ratai, bangs into him, shot short, no good, out of bounds, and offer over to Baylor.
It's great defense that time by Ratai. He has drawn the defensive assignment on Josh Jefferson, who is an elite player offensively. I mean, right now he is one of the top 5 players in the league, and they're getting him into the low post. He's so dangerous down there because not only can he score it, he leads his team in assists at 6'9", 245.
Amazing. Scoreless, 18-18 on the clock, first half. Who's going to break the ice first here? Bears have the ball. Ratai, top of the key. Looks to give the ball away, now does to Tunde Yesufu outside the arc. Man defense by Iowa State. To Skillings, 4 to shoot. Carr has to force it up. Drew contact and a foul.
And that's what he does best. I mean, a scorer knows how to draw fouls and get to the free throw line. And, John, that possession was going nowhere. It's about 3 seconds on the shot clock when he caught it. And I think Baylor went to him because he's the guy that can score off the dribble better than anybody. Took looked to be a desperation 3, and he'll have 3 free throws because of it. What a great play by Carr. He draws so much attention to the defense that he has the ability to draw fouls because they're just so concerned about him being able to turn the corner and go score.
First of 3 free throws is good by Cameron Carr, Baylor's leading scorer, 21 points a game, 4th best in the Big 12, 20th in the nation scoring-wise. Good free throw shooter at 81%. Second one is good. That foul, incidentally, was on Taman Lipsey first.
That's a really good matchup to watch. Now, Carr has about a 4-inch height advantage, but Lipsey, one of the best defensive players in the league and has been really for the last 3 years, stands about 6'1". By the way, Lipsey leads the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio. Carr gets 3 free throws down. Bears got a small lead.
3-0 Baylor lead over Iowa State. 2 minutes, 5 seconds in. Cyclones still looking for their first points of the night. Lipsy between the rings. Bounces to Jefferson. One big dribble, and he dunks it with his right hand.
That's the thing about Lipsy. Again, another great passer. One of the best point guards in the league and has been for a while. That time he double-teamed, and as he saw the double team coming, he saw Jefferson slip, and he made it an easy play.
3-2, Bears lead by 1. Carr on the left wing gives to Agbum back between the rings. Obi Agbum dribbles to the right side. Back outside to Ratai, looks to drive all the way to the baseline. Now back to Agbum for 3. No good, too strong. Rebound, Ratai knocked off of it. Yesufu comes down with a loose ball, and he is fouled.
John, that may be 2 on Lipsy. It is. That's 3 fouls on Taman Lipsy in less than 3 minutes elapsed in this game. That is huge. You talk about a guy that is the rudder of the ship for Iowa State. It's Taman Lipsy.
Boy, no question about that. He will take a seat with 2 fouls in the first less than 3 minutes of this game. Let's see who's off the bench to get him. It is Nate Heisen, 6'5" senior.
The 3 by Yesufu. Nice play. From the corner, it was Carr who was trapped in the corner. He saw the trap coming as well and immediately kicked it to Yesufu. Just catch and shoot for Yesufu, top of the key.
And a 6-2 Baylor lead, under 17 minutes to play, first half. Nice bounce pass to Torrey, driving in, lays it in with his left hand.
It's a great passing team. One of the reasons they're number 3 in the country. Average just at 17 assists per game. They have 2 already, 4 points, and both of those buckets were assisted.
6-4 is the Baylor lead. Carr, 3, right corner, a little bit too long. Ratai battles Momcilovic for the rebound, and Michael Ratai will be whistled for the foul. His first, team's first here in the first half.
Well, thus far in the game, Bears just 1 for 5 from the 3-point line. Maybe a little bit concerning. Each of their 5 shots have been taken from beyond the 3-point line. We said before the game, Baylor's offense works when you've got guys touching the paint on the dribble. Not been able to do that yet.
Dominicus Plata is on, 6'11", freshman from Gotha, Germany for Iowa State. Isaac Williams, Caden Power off the Baylor bench. Pass into the paint, stolen by Yesufu. Tries to feed Carr, and he led him a little bit too much, but it was last touched by Torrey going out of bounds, so that stays. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It is Iowa State's ball.
Yeah, that's a good look by Yesufu up the floor. Bears like the advantage at home in transition. They don't want this to be a half-court game. Iowa State is elite in the half-court. The Bears trying to get it and run. They got a nice defensive play at the other end, which immediately turned into transition.
And it actually is Baylor's ball. So last touched by Iowa State before it went out of bounds. Here is Michael Ratai, hounded by the defense of Jefferson. Knocks the ball out of bounds. Baylor will inbound again near side court. Right in front of TJ Otzelberger, who's done a tremendous job at Iowa State. His 5th year as the head coach after a couple of stints there as an assistant in Ames. Bears inbound, 20 on the shot clock. Ratai back to Williams. Williams top of the key. Bounces to Yesufu on the left wing for the Bears. Yesufu spins into the paint, drive, layup, in and out. How did it not go in?
How did it not go in? Hit the back of the rim, front of the rim, and just crawled off the front side of the basket.
Did a great job to get to the rim, but then the layup wouldn't fall. Momcilovic on the right wing drives into the paint. Baylor double teams him. He kicks it out to Torrey. A 3 is no good. Loose ball tipped out. Loose ball. Ratai takes it for Baylor. That one was up for grabs. Ratai beat everybody to it. He drives, and he's fouled on the driving layup.
And John, that's a really good sign. The Bears at the first media timeout, which is where we are now, have taken, this will be their 2nd trip to the free throw line. They've got 3 of their 6 at the line. For them to win this game tonight, I think they've got to get to the line often, and they've got to really capitalize there.
Foul is on Dominicus Plata, his first, team's 3rd. There is a timeout on the floor. 15:25 to play, first half. Baylor leads 3rd ranked to Iowa State, 6-4 on Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of engine cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
First half just getting started. Iowa State 3-0. Number 3 in the nation. They are 14-0, 1-0 in Big 12 play. They 14 straight wins without a loss to open the season. Ties the school record. They are going for a school record 15th consecutive win to open a season tonight.
Well, we got a good look at them in Las Vegas earlier, the Players Era Tournament, and they were strong then. And I think that they came out of the gate strong because they do have so much experience. And at this stage of the game, first media timeout, Bears won the first media, 6-4 they lead. And really the biggest statistic in the game is Tamin Lipsey has 2 fouls. This guy plays 32 minutes a game for them. He's the most experienced on the floor, has been at Iowa State his entire career. He's a senior now, and that's a guy they really need on the floor. Another good stat in the game, we got a free throw down by Ratai. Baylor 4 of 4 at the free throw line to start the game. Going to have to get there. That's 4th team fouls against Iowa State already, just around 5 minutes into the ball game.
2 free throws knocked down by Michael Ratai, 70% on the season. His first 2 points tonight, averages 10 a game. The Bears nearly got the turnover in the back court. They had some pressure back there, and the ball got knocked out of bounds. That was close to being a backcourt turnover by the Cyclones.
Yeah, and that's full court pressure by the Bears, zone press. And it's not token. I mean, they're really trying to look, I think, at creating a different pace of the game. We saw what a challenge it was for Baylor at TCU to play at a pace that they were comfortable with. That game ended in the 60s. I doubt this one will follow suit.
All right, the officials talk before Iowa State inbounds the ball. They thought about looking at it, I think, on the replay monitor, but then nobody comes to the monitor, so I think play will continue. A little bit of a delay there. Now Iowa State will inbound. Oh, it was a clock issue. Thank you, Bob Baker tells us. So inbounds, backcourt pressure. Here's a long, dangerous pass. Momcilovic comes down with it, trots into the front court. Iowa State with the ball. Jamarian Bateman is on, 6'3" freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Lipsey remains on the bench with 2 fouls for the Cyclones. Here's Momcilovic, ball knocked out of his hands. Into the second row. They're very aggressive, very handsy defensively so far.
That's right. I mean, you've got to get your hands up high. Interesting matchup. Ratai guarding Momcilovic, that last series anyway.
Into the paint, Heisey, his shot is short, may have been partially blocked, and then a foul in the backcourt. Isaac Williams is fouled.
John, that is the 5th team foul against Iowa State, so the Bears just a few away from the bonus. Said before the game, they need specialty points. They need trips to the free throw line. You got to get there, and you got to make those shots. Bears not there quite yet, but right now you got to say the Bears are the aggressor in this game.
That was on Dominicus Plata, the 6'11" freshman from Germany. That's his second, so he's got 2, and Lipsey remains on the bench with 2. Nice feed to Caden Powell. He gives it back to Carr. Jumper closely guarded. Baseline right is no good. Chilovich rebounds on the backside. To Jefferson into the front court. Drives into the paint. Scoops it up and in. Nice drive by Joshua Jefferson.
Yeah, it's a really nice play by a big guy. He's 6'9", 245, and he is uber skilled. Not only can he score it, he can shoot it. Shooting about 38% from the three-point line. Leads this team in assists.
8-6 our score. Baylor on top by 2 over Iowa State. 14-13 to play first half. Williams gets it away to Carr. To Powell in the paint. Shot up. No good. Bears can't get the rebound, and then as Iowa State does, Caden Powell commits the foul on Joshua Jefferson.
It's going to get James Naji into the game, and that's really on schedule with an 8-man rotation, much better than 7 2 weeks ago, but with the 8-man rotation, your substitution is on a schedule. Pretty strategic, but with Naji in the game, for the first time tonight, we'll see what his presence is in this game. They need length, the Bears do, and they get it with him.
Nice reaction by the Baylor fans to Naji's first appearance here at Foster Pavilion. Here's Jefferson looking to drive, and his feet desert him, but the foul is called on Michael Ratai. That is 2 on Ratai. 3rd team foul on the Bears. Ratai will come to the bench. Skillings will come back on for Baylor. James Naji on the floor, 7 feet, 251 pounds. True freshman from Makurdi, Nigeria. Here's a drive by Iowa State's Torre, and he is fouled. He missed the layup. The foul is called. He's got 2 free throws coming.
This guy really has been a pleasant surprise for Iowa State. I say surprise. I mean, he was very highly recruited, but it's hard to come in, and it's rare to come in as a true freshman to the Iowa State program and start every single game, which is what he's done. He is cat quick, and he's big and strong at the guard spot.
Kylian Torre shooting free throws from France. First one is no good.
You know, and it's a struggle to find things that Iowa State doesn't do at an elite level, but free throw shooting is one of them.
That's a good point.
I mean, they are 295 in the nation in free throw shooting at just 68% from the line, and they missed 2 here.
Wow. Good point, Pat. 2 missed opportunities there. Could have tied it, but he missed them both. And then we've got a foul on the rebound attempt.
I think it's a lane violation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's see.
I think another clock issue, so they're going to get that corrected.
I couldn't see it, John, but I'm pretty sure the lane. It was Naji.
Yeah, it was Naji.
Yeah, it was.
We saw a replay, and Naji kind of reached forward, lost his balance. So the lane violation will give Torre the old 3 to make 2. James Naji wearing number 46 tonight. That's the number he requested. He wore 50 on Saturday at TCU because they didn't have his Baylor 46 jersey.
Yeah, number 50 with no name on the back.
Yeah. And he's got James on the back tonight. Not Naji, but James on the back of his gray jersey. Given another chance, Torre hits the free throw. 1 of 2. It's 8-7. Baylor on top. 13:45 to play before halftime. Tunde Yesufu jets into the front court, gives to Skillings, now back to Isaac Williams. Bears lead by 1. Williams spins, drives, shot, no good. A lot of pressure, out of bounds, and over to Iowa State. Williams ended up on the floor.
Yeah, but that's exactly where Williams needs to be. He's probably the best on the team at breaking defenders down on the dribble, turning the corner on a defender, and getting the ball into the lane and going to work. He finished at the rim, and there was a lot of offside help. I think it was Blake Buchanan got the block from the weak side. But that's the kind of play Williams is out there to make.
Cameron Carr back on for the Bears, and he gets the block. The drive by Torre, and his shot was rejected by Carr. Isaac Williams into the front court, and he is fouled by Kylian Torre. What about that block by Cameron Carr?
We're watching the replay, and Carr went straight up, got nobody. Everything he touched was ball. And what a play. In fact, that ball was about a foot above the rim, and Carr just rejected it.
Baylor's block shot leader. He's got more blocks than anybody on this Iowa State team. It's now 23 on the year. Naji gets it top of the key. Gives to Skillings, now to Isaac Williams. 10 to shoot for the Bears. 13-minute mark first half. Baylor leads by 1. Drive by Agba.
Nice.
Runner is good. Right side of the paint.
Again, paint touch. it seems like after every media timeout, Coach Drew looks at his players and says, we've got to touch the paint. On the dribble, on the pass, that's where the ball needs to start. Bears have done it twice and come away with something each time.
10-7, Bears lead it over third-ranked and undefeated Iowa State. Jefferson spins once, spins twice, shot no good. Rebounded in there by Buchanan, and then Buchanan is fouled. Foul by Isaac Williams, his first. Team's fifth here in the first half.
One thing Iowa State does, and one thing that makes them really good, is they go to their bench. They get a lot of production from the bench. And you look up and down that lineup, and you've got your double-digit scores, but there are a lot of guys who contribute in the scoring column from that bench.
Yeah, they've got the big three, really, and then everybody else contributes, knows their roles. Inbounds, it comes to Torre, and given the screen, he knocks down the triple from the right corner. Torre has 6. Iowa State ties the game at 10 apiece. 12:15 to play, first half. Obi Agbum for the Bears, dribbling on the perimeter. It's a screen from Naji. Drives, kicks it back to Williams for 3. It is no good off the right side. Naji, the rebound, stripped of the ball as he goes up for it. Picked up by Skillings, then he threw it away. Stolen by Torre for Iowa State.
Got a really good look at Naji, though. He went up and got an offensive rebound about 2 feet above the rim.
Torre feeling it, drives in, left-hand layup, no good. Rebounded by Naji for the Bears. Naji hands the ball to Obi Agbum into the front court. Agbum running the point for Baylor. Gives it away to Carr. 15 to shoot for Baylor. 10-10 our score. Drive by Carr. A lot of contact there, and he rolls it in.
Yeah, it's one of those shots where you think, in his mind, all he's wanting to do is get fouled, but he's got the ability to finish in traffic over length. Great example there. That play was well defended. Somehow he got it down.
12-10 is our score. Baylor on top by 2 over Iowa State. Torre to Buchanan. Extra pass underneath. Another block shot. Oh, but a foul is called. Dan Skillings thought he got all ball there, but he fouled Dominic Nelson. And that is personal number 2 in the first half on Dan Skillings.
Yeah, great play by Skillings. He was the offside help, and he was there to meet the shooter at the rim. Tried to negate at the rim, but he got more arm than he did ball. Good try, though, on the weak side defense and help side from Skillings.
Timeout on the floor, 11-11 to play. First half, this Big 12 matchup in Waco. Baylor leads Iowa State 12-10. Thanks again to Extraco Banks, our game sponsor tonight. Extraco Banks, let's build some dreams. Back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
There's a lot of synergy between Extraco's mission to build people, businesses, communities, and our company's vision, where we are really all about building people.
Because Extraco is so committed to building businesses, like, they even pour into this local community. And it's just awesome that they would come alongside us to support us, but also pour back into our business. That's really important to us.
Extraco Banks. Let's build some dreams. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Brought to you in part by Rudy's, a proud sponsor of Baylor Men's Basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy's serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Rudy's, home of the Baylor Coaches Show. resuming next Thursday, January 15th, live from Rudy's.
You know, one bit of success for the Bears. We're at 11-11. Lead by 2 is the fact that Milan Momcilovic has taken just one shot in the game. He's the leading scorer on the team, best three-point shooter, most accurate, most productive three-point shooter in the country. And the Bears thus far have done a good job at least being aware of him when he's on the floor. And I think he suffers a little bit by having Lipsy on the bench. Lipsy with 2 fouls, picked those up about 4 minutes into the game. Haven't seen him since.
Foul prior to the timeout on Dan Skillings Jr. That puts Dominic Nelson at the free throw line, and he misses on his first attempt. Iowa State is 1 for 3, make it 2 for 4 as he hits the second one at the line. Pulls the Cyclones within 1. It is Baylor 12, Iowa State 11. 11:04 to play, first half. Bears ball up by 1. Carr gives to Ratai. The weave, top of the key, give to Agbum. Looks for Naji, instead gives to Williams, right corner. Williams to Carr, tries to drive in on the baseline right, passes on the baseline. Ratai drives, shot, no. Tip, no. Second follow, no good. And Ratai, working hard on the offensive glass, draws the foul.
Yeah, just stayed after it. He was the shooter. He knew that first one was not accurate, and he was chasing it when it left his hands. He picked up 2, maybe 3 offensive rebounds in that one sequence, and he finishes at the line. Again, this is a really it's a stat that goes in Baylor's favor, is the ability to get to the free throw line, and thus far they've been able to capitalize. They're now 6 of 6 at the line and 1 foul away from the bonus with 10:44 to go in the half.
Boy, that could be a real factor. It is early as the Bears lead by 2. Ratai, transfer from Oregon State, misses on his second. 1 of 2, Bears lead by 2, 13-11. Torrey brings it up. Torrey is the leading scorer for Iowa State here in the game, here in the first half. He's got 6. Momcilovic, long 3. It's no good. Loose ball tipped out. Picked up by Nelson. Tried to hit Jefferson, but off his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the second look that Momcilovic has had. That's the first 3 he's taken in the game, and that was from way out. That is well within his range, but it was way off. Bears knew he was there. They were coming at him, but they dodge a bullet there. This guy is just deadly. He is a 57% three-point shooter and shoots a ton of them.
Unbelievable. Best in the nation from three-point range. Carr jets to the bucket, but missed the layup. Man, did he get there in a hurry, but the layup wouldn't fall for him. Iowa State with the ball. Chance to tie. Into the Buchanan has his shot blocked by Naji. Big-time block by the 7-foot Baylor freshman. Here's Obi Agbum for the Bears. Agbum to Naji at the other end, and he is stripped of the ball. Jefferson then loses it to Carr. Carr will drive. Layup, no good. He got there again, and it wouldn't fall.
And I mean, they're getting point-blank range shots, but Iowa State's defense is so good that he might speed those up a little bit because of the pressure. You know you don't have much time to get it off, and you might have a tendency to shoot it too quickly.
They've missed their last 4 from the floor. Iowa State has missed their last 4 field goal attempts as well. Here's Buchanan to Nelson. Free throw line. Jumps into the Baylor defender, hits the shot, and a foul.
Yeah, what he did was get Ogbin off the floor. Little head and shoulder fake. Ogbin took the bait, went up in the air, and then you got to give Nelson credit for getting under him, taking the contact, and getting a shot away.
Yeah, fans don't like it. Kind of a veteran move there by Nelson, senior, transfer from Utah Valley. He'll have a chance at a free throw for a three-point play.
You know, that play, John, we saw from Naji a minute ago,
yeah.
That's the kind of play that you can expect him to make. He was great in the defensive low post, and then when Buchanan went up with a shot, he thought he had enough room to get one away, and Naji set it about 20 feet the other direction.
Free throw no good by Nelson. We're tied at 13. Low scoring so far, 9:12 to go, first half. Agbum flips it in the left corner. 3 by Yesufu is no good. Offensive rebound and put back by Caden Powell for 2.
They've had a bunch of those looks. They've had more than their fair share of offensive rebounds, but not much to show for it. Great putback by Powell.
15-13, Bears lead by 2 over Iowa State. 8:50 and counting first half. Here's Lipsy back on. He's on the bench for a long time with 2 quick fouls. He gives to Jefferson. 3, no good. Powell, the rebound for the Bears. Coach Drew exhorting his team to run in transition. Obi Agbum, front court for Baylor. Gives to Yesufu on the left wing, guarded by Heisey. Gets the screen from Powell. Drive, layup. Oh, no good again. Powell, the offensive rebound. He'll kick it outside to Agbum for 3. In and out, no good.
Unbelievable.
How many of those have we seen?
You know, and they're really good-looking shots, but the Bears are 4 of 20 now from the floor. But, John, it's not like they're having a bad shooting night. The ball just will not go in the hole. It rattles around, comes off the front of the rim. Point-blank range shot, one after another. And, again, good looks, but nothing to show for it. Bears still, though, have a 2-point lead.
Wow. Damon Lipsy into the front court for Iowa State. 8:11 on the clock, first half. Baylor leads by 2. Momcilovic gives to Heisey. Heisey back outside to Plata. Now to Lipsy, shot in and out. Plata the follow, no good. Jefferson the follow, no good. Plata got it back. 3 offensive rebounds. Momcilovic for 3, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Foul is going to be on. Oh, the foul's on. No, it's on Iowa State.
Yeah,
it's got to be, right?
It has to be. Let's see. Okay, it is. I say it is. Let's double check that.
No, I think the foul is on Michael Ratai. I mean, he signaled 12.
Yep.
Iowa State does not have a 12 out there.
That's
the
right.
foul is on Ratai.
You know, and that's his 3rd.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's going to send him to the bench with 7:49 to play. And, John, this has been a slug fest. And at 4 of 20, I think, from the floor is really not an indication of at least the ability of the Bears to score. They're getting high percentage shots. They're just not going down for them right now. But you got to give Iowa State some credit. 5th best defensive team in the country, and I think it's showing up just in terms of the speed of those shots as they leave the players' hands.
Timeout on the floor, 7:49 to play. First half from Waco. Baylor leads 3rd-ranked Iowa State 15-13 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam that cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Big 12 basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics. And a reminder, our Courtside Cam is brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. You can watch right here in our broadcast spot. Go to Baylor Athletics YouTube channel and our Courtside Cam brought to you by NextLink.
And, John, we mentioned a couple of times Baylor 4 of 20 from the floor. Iowa State not much better. 5 of 22 are the Cyclones. Iowa State's made just 1 of 5 from the three-point line. Baylor 1 of 8 out there. And in Iowa State, they are number 4 in the country in three-point field goal percentage. So this first half has been uncharacteristic, really, from both teams.
Free throw by Jefferson, no good. Rebounded by Cameron Carr. So the Cyclones' free throw shooting woes continue.
There it is.
There's Cam Carr, top of the key. He banked it in, but it counts for 3.
Well, you finally get a roll. I mean, something that the Bears have seen point-blank range shots just roll off the front of the rim. He didn't call bank, but there won't be an asterisk by it in the stat sheet.
Bears have their biggest lead tonight at 5 points, 18-13.
There it is.
There is Caden Powell with the rebound, gets it in front of Plata, and Plata is whistled for the foul.
You know, and Momcilovic is going to heat up here in a minute, but he's 0 for 3 from the floor, and that's a guy that can break a game wide open. Bears have done a nice job on him. They forced him a little bit outside of his comfort zone, and then great rebounding effort that time by Powell, who has been great in the minutes that he's played in this game. Bears get back to the free throw line where they are 6 of 7 in the first half.
Powell, back iron, no good. Momcilovic, no Buchanan, the rebound for Iowa State. So Caden Powell misses. Pass to Buchanan, mid-post, left side, around Skillings, shot up, no good. Skillings held his ground and got the rebound. Dan Skillings Jr. into the front court for the Bears to Agbum for 3. No good. Back iron. Quick shot. Heisey rebounds for Iowa State.
Yeah, that is a one-pass jumper, and that's really not what the Baylor offense wants in every possession they get.
Around the perimeter for Iowa State. Taman Lipsey has it on the left side. Lipsey, left wing. Looking to drive. Runner, no good. And Dan Skillings claims the rebound for the Bears. Bears lead by 5, 18-13. 6:31 to play, first half. Agbum out to Carr for 3, wide open, and he nails it.
What a great pass by Agbum. He had the ball in the corner, and he went baseline. He took the defense with him, and he found a wide open Carr in the other corner. John, he is number 3 in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio. He's got about 5-1, and he flexed his muscles there and gets the Bears a wide-open shot and their largest lead of the game.
And forces a timeout by TJ Otzelberger and Iowa State. Short timeout, we will keep it right here. Bears have their biggest lead of the night by 8 points at 21-13 on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Well, and the defense in this game has been great. Now, Iowa State has fallen victim, too, to rim just has a lid on it. But still, it's the pressure that they feel, and it's both ends of the floor. When you're sped up a little bit, you know that pressure's coming, got a shot blocker coming. You have a tendency to get it up there quicker than it needs to go. And Bears have finally found a little bit of range. They've got a couple of threes since the last media timeout, and they've got an 8-point lead to show for it. Think about this. Iowa State has scored just 13 with 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. This is a team that is a prolific scoring team, one of the reasons they're number 3 in the country.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Best shooting team in the Big 12 overall at 53% and from three-point range at 42%. But like you said, Pat, only 13 points with 6:18 to go in the first half. Timeout has expired. Iowa State ball. Lipsey drives right into James Naji, and he lays it in.
That's a really nice play by Lipsey, who's 6'1". He took it right into the chest of 7'1" James Naji, and then with a little fall away, got the ball to float in over the front of the rim.
Snaps that 8-0 run by Baylor. It's 21-15. Bears lead by 6. Obi Agbum dribbles between the rings. Passes right side to Carr, up with a 3. This one's too strong, no good. Skillings the rebound, but a whistle and a foul.
Yeah.
And it is on Blake Buchanan of Iowa State.
Yeah, that's going to get Naji to the free throw line. Bears now in the bonus. That's the 8th team foul against Iowa State. But James Naji is doing a great job. In fact, Skillings tries to go to the free throw line and take those free throws instead of Naji.
Nice
but
try.
John, he's doing exactly what they want him to do. He's a shot blocker at the other end. He's got some rebounds in the game. In fact, right now he's got 4 rebounds in the game. A couple of those on the offensive end. A couple of free throws here would be helpful.
Well, that equals what he did at TCU in his Baylor debut. He had 5 points and 4 rebounds in 16 and a half minutes. Free throw is off, no good. Skillings battling for the rebound, and he got it. Reverse layup, no, but he is fouled. Boy, did Skillings battle to get that offensive rebound.
And that's his 5th of the ball game. And Skillings, that's really where Skillings is going to get his points, just on stuff that comes on the offensive glass, loose balls, and then being able to do something with it. But maybe one of the most impressive stats of the game is, Baylor has shot the ball better at the line. They're just 6 of 9 now, but they have gotten there. They've got 9 free throws, make it 10 coming up here in the first half alone.
Skillings, say a little more fluid at the free throw line at this point than James Naji. First free throw is good. Skillings 74%. Interesting, he's played against Iowa State before, but wearing a Cincinnati Bearcats uniform. Had a double-double against them 2 years ago, 13 points and 11 rebounds. Second one rolls off, no good. Naji reaching to tip it, couldn't get to it. 1 of 2 by Skillings, 22-15. Bears lead by 7. Torrey gives to Lipsy. Lipsy to Torrey on the left wing. Looks to drive, cut off by the defensive Carr. Now to Nate Heisey, now to Jefferson. Spins on the baseline. Again, Skillings holding his ground, but Jefferson banks it in. Tough to stop a shot that close.
He is the only player in the country to average 17.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 5.4 assists, and 1.6 steals a game. Only player in the country to be able to do that.
There's a backcourt violation. Pass to Tunde Yesufu out on the right wing. Eluded him, went into the backcourt, so a turnover by Baylor. Turnovers, there have not been many. That's just 3 now on the Bears, 3 also by Iowa State.
Bears had their largest lead of 8 at the 6:26 mark. We're now at 5:02. That lead is down to 5. Getting to the 5 and grind, the end of the first half, which is a really important segment of any game. Bears, I think, have been the aggressor in this game, trying to hang on to that lead over the next 5 minutes.
Naji on the inbounder. Stretching out that 7-foot frame, 7'7" wingspan for James Naji. Iowa State inbounds, Lipsy to Heisey for 3. Skips over the rim, no good. Naji, another rebound for the Bears.
That's what he's out there to do. That's 6 rebounds for him in the first half alone.
Starting to assert himself there. Gives to Agbum into the front court. Now to Carr. Carr looks to drive, fouled on the perimeter. Foul is going to be called on Jamarian Bateman. Bateman, his first personal foul. And in the bonus, we'll have Cameron Carr go to the line. In fact, in the double bonus, he'll go to the line for 2.
How about that? We knew the Bears needed to get to the line. They have done that really well. Now they got to make a few, make more than they've made, at least at a better ratio than they have in the game.
Cameron Carr shoots free throws well, 81%, highest on the team.
Missed his first one, John, and the Bears are now 7 of 11 at the free throw line. And in a game like this against number 3 in the country, you can't leave points at the free throw line. You come down and miss 2, it's like a turnover.
It's after they hit their first 6, right?
Yep.
Hit the first 6 of the night. Second one is good by Cameron Carr. He's 5 of 6, 4 of 5 at the line. Bears lead by 6, 23-17. Baylor on top, Iowa State with the ball. Cyclones 14-0 on the season, one of 6 unbeaten teams in college basketball. Here's Jefferson, tries to hit Torrey, cutting to the basket, and he threw it away.
And John, he is a great passer from the top of the key, but I think his problem there was he's being guarded by a guy 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan.
Now the Bears can't get it inbounds. They bounced it, Skillings did, for Agbum, and it went past him out of bounds. So Baylor can't get it inbounds.
Yeah, that's just the 4th turnover of the game, but still, in a game like this, against a team that forces more turnovers per game than anybody in the country, you have to take care of the ball. That was our key statistic, I think, coming into this one. Can't help Iowa State.
23-17, Bears on top. Cyclones basketball. All-time series tied dead even, 25 wins apiece. Here's Bateman, top of the key, thought about a shot, faked it, drives into the paint, now kicks right side to Jefferson. Jefferson spins, shot, up and in with a foul.
Yeah, and that's what made Jefferson so good. I mean, you've got to go guard him at 20 feet from the basket because he can make a 3. He can put the ball on the floor and score in the lane. He can finish strong, and then he is arguably the best passer on this team. All of that, John, at 6'9", 245.
Coming off a triple-double in their win over West Virginia that opened conference play last Friday. Add the free throw for Jefferson. He now has 9 in the first half, averages 17.5 per game. Is that another turnover?
Another turnover.
Holy cow.
And John, that's just getting the ball in bounds. I thought that Skillings was a little quick. He was a trigger man, and he threw it into Agbum and was just in a hurry to get it in bounds. And he had, I think, Yesufu coming at him. Ooh.
2 in a row, inbounds to Jefferson, right under the bucket. Shot partially blocked by Yesufu. Got it back, put it up, shot no good. So the Bears dodge a bullet there. They lead by 3, 23-20, under 4 minutes to play before halftime. Give the ball to Naji. Couple of dribbles into the paint, lost the handle, gets it back. Give to Carr. 3 ball is no good. High bounce back iron. Yesufu the rebound, and the putback won't fall. Boy, right there, bounced on the left iron and out.
I mean, he was right there. Went up above everybody to get it, just couldn't finish it.
Here is Jefferson taking it right at Naji. He drives in, but his layup is no good. Naji did a really good job.
You know, he's altered about 5 shots in this game already.
Torrey now in a double team. Gets it away to Nate Heisey. Heisey in the paint. Shot no good. And here's Naji with another rebound for the Bears. Wow, Naji really coming into his game already in the first half tonight. Give the ball to Agbum. Now to Yesufu on the left wing. 3-minute mark, first half. Baylor 23, Iowa State 20. Agbum left corner to Skillings. Nearly lost it. Skillings saves the possession. Drives on the baseline. Shot no good. And the rebound by Torrey for Iowa State.
Bears have gone over 3 minutes without a bucket. They've turned it over twice, and then that time really didn't get what they wanted out of the half-court offense.
Lipsey drive, layup is good by the veteran Taman Lipsey. Iowa State closes within 1. Timeout, Scott Drew.
And that's why Lipsey has to be on the floor for Iowa State. That is the second time in this game that he has driven the ball into the lane and scored right over Naji, who has a 7'7" wingspan. First time, shot it right over him, went right into his chest. That time, laid the ball high off the glass, kissed it off the glass, and it fell in.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Extraco Banks. Extraco Banks, let's build some dreams. Coming up at halftime, we'll visit with Brian Reinhart, representative from Extraco Banks, our game sponsor tonight. 2:36 to go before halftime. Bears by 1, 23-22 over Iowa State.
You know, John, those turnovers, again, Bears have done a nice job. You just look at the number now with 2.5 to go, turned it over just 5 times against a team that really knows how to turn you over.
Full timeout, we'll take it. 2:36 to go before halftime. Back after this word from Pepsi.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip.
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back to me, Baylor's new athletic director is here, sitting by Derek Lagway, played football at Baylor. And we got to visit with Quincy AC prior to the game. Wasn't that fun?
You know, I was hoping it really ought to go AC, then Aranda, then McNamee.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just me. I'm so fond of that guy.
Yeah,
you think back to the years that we had. Remember the game where he had 10 dunks
yes.
against Texas? Against Texas, yeah.
Boy, it's so great. He's doing well. He is scouting now for the Dallas Mavericks. coached the last couple of years with Paul Mills at Wichita State. Back to play. Bears up by 1, 23-20. 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. 23-22, Baylor. Isaac Williams gives to Obi Agbum. Agbum for the Bears, bounces to Powell, back to Agbum behind the screen, puts up a three, no good, front iron. Fight for the rebound, and let's see who they call the foul on. It is on Iowa State. Caden Powell, in good rebounding position, was guilty of the foul.
Yeah, I think it was Jefferson that fouled him, but Powell is doing the work on the glass, particularly on the offensive side. He's got 5 rebounds in the game. Bears need to just get to the line and make something happen. They've done the first part of that. This will be their 14th free throw of the half. First one is no good. I mean, again, there's just not enough room for error when you play Iowa State to leave free throws at the line. They've gotten there. They just don't have enough to show for that. But it's a good sign that they've been able to figure out a way to get their second free throw by Powell is good.
1 of 2 by Powell, 64% on the year. Baylor leads by 2, 24-22. Add Terry Black to that list. Baylor greats that are here tonight for this game. Joshua Jefferson. Diagonal pass out to Lipsy. To the baseline. Back to Torrey for 3. It is no good. Good rebounding position by Cam Carr. Carr brings it up himself up the left side of the floor. Carr all the way to the left corner, back outside to Agbum. Now to Yesufu. He'll shoot a 3. It is no good. Long rebound. Torrey claims it for Iowa State.
You know, good look that time, but again, that's a look you can get later in the possession. Ball never touched the paint.
Here's Momcilovic having a rough first half scoring. Does the leading scorer for Iowa State. Doesn't have a point here in the first half. Now banging his way
Here you go.
to Agbum, and Agbum draws the charge.
Yeah, he liked the matchup. Momcilovic did. He's 6'8". He's being guarded by Agbum at about 6'3", and he just started Barkleying him down the lane. One body move into him, a shoulder, and that second shoulder, Agbum just fell to the ground, and that wasn't a flop. Drew the charge. It gets the ball back to the Bears at a critical point in the first half. Minute 20 to go. Bears nursing a 2-point lead.
Momcilovic averages 18.5 points a game. He's got 0 in the first half. He's 0 for 4 from the floor. Bears lead by 2. Yesufu drives, kicks left corner. Williams 3, no good. Oh, chased his own miss, got his own rebound, drives, layup, no. Rebound by Jefferson for Iowa State. And running the floor, they try the alley-oop, and it's off of Nelson's hands, out of bounds. Well defensed under there by Obi Agbum, who got back defensively.
Now, Judd, kind of hard to believe the Bears are up 2 against the number 3 team in the country, and they are shooting 19%, is that right?
That's
6 of 31 from the floor.
Unbelievable. Iowa State better, but not much. 26% for the Cyclones. Isaac Williams for Baylor, dribbling on the perimeter. Looks for Powell, instead gives to Agbum. Agbum can't drive, pull-up jumper, no good, too strong. Battle for it. Powell had it, but knocked away by Momcilovic. Iowa State with 30 seconds to go before halftime will play for the final shot. Pass to Momcilovic, who wasn't watching. Everybody saw it except him, but he recovers in time to take the pass.
Yeah, we just hit him in the side of the head and somehow was able to recover it.
12, 11, now 10 to shoot. 3 seconds difference in the clocks. Here's Torrey outside with 5 to shoot. He'll drive. Torrey back to Jefferson for 3. Oh, and it's good. A 3 by Jefferson. Here's Yesufu from midcourt. It is no good. And on that three-pointer by Jefferson, Iowa State leads by 1 at halftime, 25-24.
And really, that's where the ball needs to be. I mean, Joshua Jefferson in this first half has been spectacular. He's got a double-double at halftime, and he shows you why he's so effective. He can make a 3, good example there, can score in the lane, makes free throws. He's really the reason that Iowa State is up by 1 at halftime.
Wow, 12 points, 11 rebounds by Joshua Jefferson at the half, including the three-pointer that gives them the lead at the intermission. Well, halftime from Waco. Big 12 matchup, Baylor and third-ranked Iowa State. Cyclones lead by 1, 25-24. Stay with us, our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of venture cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services Halftime Show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor trails third-ranked Iowa State 25-24 at the intermission. Welcome into the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Blue Bonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. Told you several times, our game sponsor tonight is Extraco Banks. Let's build some dreams. We welcome in Brian Reinhart, President and Chief Banking Officer for Extraco Banks. Welcome to you. Glad you're here.
Yeah, glad to be
we
here.
appreciate the partnership.
Yeah, happy to do it.
What a great atmosphere, man. Big 12, number 3 team in the nation. What a great atmosphere tonight.
It is. It's a great atmosphere. If we just get some buckets to fall, it'll be even better.
That's it. That would be much better. Tell us, Brian, Extraco has served Central Texas for almost 120 years. What are some advantages that local community banks have?
Yeah, it's really all about building a relationship with someone that's local. You're not just a number with a local bank. You're dealing with people that know the area and know the local economy, and so they can provide good advice because they know that knowledge.
Good. Tell us more about Extraco's business banking efforts.
Yeah, we've got some great business products out there that are can really help businesses. We've invested a lot in our technology services, and we've got top-notch services that can really help a business be more efficient.
Good. What would you say are the advantages? Why is it good for you to partner with Baylor Athletics?
We really love what Baylor does in the community, and we're all about giving back to the community, and that's one thing local banks do. and we're happy to do it, and we love being able to partner with Baylor.
Great. I saw, talking about the community, you made a check donation to the Vet Stop earlier tonight.
Yes, I'm glad we were able to do that. That's a great organization, and
that is tremendous.
Glad we're able to help.
That is tremendous. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate the partnership. It is great to have you here, you and Olivia. Great to have you all here with us this evening, and thank you for the partnership with Baylor.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Brian Reinhart is with us. Brian is the President and Chief Banking Officer for Extraco Banks. Extraco Banks, our game sponsor tonight. Extraco Banks, let's build some dreams. Halftime from Foster Pavilion. Bears trail by 1 to Iowa State. 25-24 the score. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
When we continue on the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, Pat will give us all the first half stats. Baylor trails by 1 to third-ranked and undefeated Iowa State at the half. 25-24 the score. More on the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime show in a moment. Bluebonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Back with more at the intermission on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Pavilion, where the Baylor Bears, in their Big 12 conference home opener, trail number 3 Iowa State 25-24. And you look at the stats and you wonder how that's even the case, as the Bears shot it at just 18% from the floor. They made 6 of 32 shots. They made 3 of 16 from a three-point line. Saving grace was, got to the line a lot, made just 60%, about 15% below the Bears' normal shooting percentage at the free throw line, but 9 points at the line compared to just 3 for Iowa State. Bears made just 1 of their last 11 shots. We go on and on. Good news is, down by just 1 at halftime. A Josh Jefferson 3 at the close of the half gave Iowa State its lead, the 1-point lead they now enjoy at halftime. Bears got 1 player in double digits. Cameron Carr has 12 at halftime, does have an assist, couple of rebounds, and then pretty evenly spaced after that, 3 different guys with 3 points apiece. That's Powell, Ratai, and Yesufu. Powell added 6 rebounds to his 3 points, 6 rebounds as well for James Naji. That goes 6 rebounds, 2 of them on the offensive side, and had a big block shot in the first half. Other scoring, Dan Skillings, 4 rebounds, but just 1 point in the first half. And then Obi Agbam with a bucket. He's 0 for 5 from the three-point line, continues rough shooting from the floor, just 1 for 7 in the ball game for Agbum. Double-double for Joshua Jefferson, 12 points, 11 rebounds for him in the first half. And he's the only double-digit scorer for Iowa State. 4 points, 4 rebounds for Taman Lipsey. Lipsey just played a half of the first half, picked up 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the ball game and sat the majority of the game. Came in and recovered well. 4 points, 4 assists for him. Blake Buchanan did not score. A couple of rebounds for him. And Bears coming into the game knew that they were going to have to do the work on Milan Momcilovic. They did that. He did not score in the first half, took just 4 shots. This guy is far and away the most accurate and productive three-point shooter in the country. Bears did a nice job of him in the first half. 6 points for Killian Touré. A couple of rebounds for him as well. And then 3 points from Dominic Nelson. That's it. So these two teams both really know how to score. Iowa State, the 7th best offensive team in the country. Baylor I think it's 12 in offensive efficiency. Anyway, those two teams have combined for just 25 Iowa State, 24 for Baylor, and just an unbelievable first half from that perspective. Other parts of the game, talked about specialty points. Bears needed that. They got 9 points at the line, outscored Iowa State by 6 there, and then 8 second chance points for the Bears compared to just 3 for Iowa State, so that's a 5-point plus differential for the Bears. So specialty points did play a role in the Bears having a first half that they felt like are going to give them a chance to finish strong in this game and go on and knock, hopefully, an undefeated Iowa State team from the undefeated ranks. So halftime, again, Iowa State 25, Baylor 24. A lot of basketball left to play. This one very much up for grabs. So stay with us. Second half right around the corner here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up-the-year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears as we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from the booth, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Courtside from inside Foster Pavilion, about to begin the second half. That'll wrap up our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. Bluebonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Again, a reminder, you can watch right into our broadcast location with our Courtside cam, brought to you by NextLink. NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel and watch the radio right along with us.
Well, John, in this one,
yes,
we talked at the opening of the broadcast about how the Bears need to take care of the ball. They've turned it over just 6 times in this game, but 4 of those came in the last 5 minutes of the first half. And we talked about Iowa State is number 1 in the country in turnovers forced per game. But I think of those 6, 2, maybe 3 of those were unforced. Yeah. They really were. A couple of them occurred on a couple of inbounds passes by Dan Skillings, who has 3 turnovers in the first half. But again, both teams shot the ball horribly in the first half, which is uncharacteristic for both teams. So, again, to start the second half, I think the Bears are on track, took care of the ball. They got specialty points, and they've done a really good job making sure that Milan Momcilovic did not go crazy, and he did not. Leading scorer on the team has not scored in the first half. He's 0 for 4 from the floor.
Iowa State led once in the first half on
Here
that three-pointer with 5 seconds to go before halftime. That was their only lead, which they currently enjoy, 25-24. Baylor led the entire first half. Rough shooting half for the Bears. Really a rough shooting half for Iowa State also. Milan Momcilovic averages 18.5 points per game. He was 0 for 4 from the floor. He had 1 rebound. He had 0 points in the first half.
You know, another big stat in the game, Bears out-rebounded Iowa State 28-27. That's huge. In any game in the Big 12, you've got to battle on the backboards, and they did it well.
Got to keep those turnovers in check, like you mentioned. 6 by Baylor, total in the first half. Here we go, back to play. Second half, Iowa State ball to begin the second 20 minutes. Cyclones shoot to the basket to our left in front of their bench here in the second half. Torrey shot up, no, got his own miss, put it back in. Inadvertently hit Cameron Carr in the face, in the eye there. Not worthy of a foul call, but Torrey ends up with the bucket that puts Iowa State up by 3.
I think Carr got a piece of that first shot by Torrey, and he was there to get the offensive rebound and put back.
27-24 Iowa State leads. That is their largest lead tonight. Cameron Carr for the Bears on the right wing. Trying to drive around Buchanan, and Buchanan is whistled for the foul. The Virginia transfer picks up his 3rd personal foul, 45 seconds into the second half.
Yeah, Carr did a good job. He's being guarded by Buchanan at 6'11", who had floated out from underneath the basket. And that far away from the basket, Carr couldn't go to work on him, and he did, drew the foul immediately.
Tunde Yesufu going to inbound it? Nope, going to switch. Cameron Carr is going to inbound for the Bears. They're half of the floor. Wearing the gunmetal gray uniforms tonight with the Volt lettering and numerals. Shot left corner, no good by Tunde Yesufu. Had an open look at a 3 there from the left corner, wouldn't fall for him.
Yeah, he's wide open. Really had one of the best looks he's had all night.
So the Bears trail by 3, Cyclones with the ball. Taman Lipsy lobs down low for Momcilovic. Little fadeaway 12-footer is good. His first points tonight. You had to think they'd go to him early to try to get him going.
Well, he's 6'8". When he catches it there, pretty much everybody in the arena knows what he's going to do with it. A little fall-away jumper, and at 6'8", he's got the length that Yesufu really had no chance getting his hands on it.
And it's a 29-24 lead for Iowa State on a 5-0 run. Cameron Carr on the perimeter. Trying to pass it to Powell, past him, stolen by Lipsy. And Obi Agbum going for the steal is whistled for the foul.
It's a good foul by Agbum because it was he has one to give, and Lipsy was off to the races. What they do is they force turnovers, good example there, got the steal, and then immediately they're in transition, and they've got the guy running the fast break, Lipsy, that is as good as it gets in this league at doing that.
So turnover Bears, Iowa State with the ball. Agbum his 2nd personal foul. Lipsy bounces to Jefferson. Ball knocked away and knocked right back to Lipsy. To Jefferson, drives on the baseline. Caden Powell holds his ground. Shot no good. Loose ball. Torrey has it. He'll give it to Lipsy. He'll launch a 3 and it's good. Right wing, Taman Lipsy puts Iowa State up by 8.
You know, he's not an accurate shooter out there. He's very selective about that shot. But that time he was so wide open, it's almost like the Bears had read the scouting report and saw that he's a 29% three-point shooter, dared him to take it, and he drilled it. And John, with the snap of your finger, Bears are down 8.
Bears have not scored in the second half. Scott Drew timeout. Cyclones lead is 8, 32-24. Back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
Everything we do for you.
Slam Dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Salute to service night here at Foster Pavilion. Military theme. Baylor had on some camo warm-ups tonight. Not camo, but Army green warm-ups. And a really nice event at halftime. They had a swearing-in ceremony for a number of young men and women. That was very, very meaningful. I think the crowd really enjoyed being a part of that.
They did. And, John, during that ceremony, you could hear a pin drop in this pavilion. And then when the ceremony was finished, standing ovation, it was really nice, very touching.
Well, Iowa State going back to the first half is on a 10-0 run, Pat. They trailed 24-22 right before halftime. Hit the three-pointer to take the lead by 1 at halftime and have outscored Baylor 7-0 to start this second half. That would be a 10-0 run. One of the things in their notes, they talk about kill shots. Did you see that? They term a kill shot a run of 10 of double-digit points, so 10 or more. And they are 5th in the nation in that category. They had 32 last year. That's now 22 this year. A run of 10-0 or more. And that's what they're on right now to build the lead to 8.
Yeah, well, the Bears, at some point, John, are going to have to start making some shots. You just don't have any room for error against Iowa State.
Yesufu in the paint, shot up, no, but he is fouled. So Tunde Yesufu will go to the line. The foul called on Milan Momcilovic.
It's another guy, Yesufu, who could really get going and get heated up. Just 1 for 7 from the floor already in the game. Had a 3 early in the first half. He's still productive. He has 4 rebounds in the game. And a number of deflections and disruptions. Gets his first free throw down. But that I think Carr and Yesufu are the guys that can really get heated up and affect this game in a positive way. But they needed points. Maybe they'll get another one here, and they don't. Second free throw is off.
1 of 2, the first point of the second half for the Bears at the 17:30 mark. 1 free throw by Yesufu. Bears trail 32-25. Cyclones ball. Jefferson tries to dish it into the paint, stolen away by Dan Skillings Jr. Skillings, hair on fire, runs into the front court, gives it back to Obi Agbum. Now to James Naji. Back to Agbum, drives in, and he is fouled. So Obi Agbum draws the foul. This is on Momcilovic, and that's his 3rd.
Well, and John, again, you just got to get to the free throw line at some point. That is the 3rd team foul against Iowa State in the second half. Bears took 17 free throws compared to just 7 for Iowa State in the first half, but just 10 of 17 have gone down.
Bears inbound, Isaac Williams inbounds to Obi Agbum. We've seen those two on the floor together a little more tonight than we have previously, Agbum and Williams. Pass to Yesufu, he lost it, turnover Bears. Run out by Torre. Nearly traveled, saves the possession, puts the ball in the hands of Taman Lipsy. Iowa State leads 32-25 over the Bears. 3 minutes, 15 seconds into the second half. Nice pass on the cut to the bucket, and that is Plata dunking it for his first points tonight.
And that is a prototype offensive half-court set. I mean, they ran it to perfection. It was almost like they knew exactly how that possession was going to end up. Dunked by Plata.
9-point lead for Iowa State, their biggest of the night. Baylor tries to return the favor. It is Naji who tries to bounce it to Skillings. And a kicked ball there will stop play. Baylor will inbound far side of the court.
Now, John said it again. I said it a few minutes ago. I will say it again. Bears got to make some shots. They just have to. They're now 18% from the floor, which is where they were at halftime. But to stay close to Iowa State, keep that lead manageable, they're going to have to run some offense and get buckets.
Dan Skillings, right wing. Outside the arc, gives to Naji. Naji right back to Skillings. Tries to knife between two defenders. Does so. Drives. Layup. No good. Skillings, the left-hand layup wouldn't fall. Lipsy in a hurry up the floor. Gives the ball to Jefferson. Jefferson bounces for Lipsy on the baseline. Cut off by Yesufu. He'll have to pass it back outside. Williams went for the steal. He didn't get it, but he fouls Killian Torre. So Williams the foul, his second personal. Timeout on the floor, 15:54 to play, second half. Bears struggling to find points right now, down by 9 to third-ranked Iowa State. It's the Cyclones 34, the Bears 25 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas. Which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Vengeance cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
There's a lot of synergy between Extraco's mission to build people, businesses, communities, and our company's vision, where we are really all about building people.
Because Extraco is so committed to building businesses, like they even pour into this local community. And it's just awesome that they would come alongside us to support us, but also pour back into our business. That's really important to us.
Extraco Banks. Let's build some dreams. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Big 12 basketball brought to you in part by Hellberg's. Fans, don't miss out on Texas Top 50 Barbecue, located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
John's Baylor team comes into the game, I believe number 12 in the country in offensive efficiency. And really for the second game in a row, they've struggled to score. 93 points a game they average coming into this game. Tonight, way below that at 25, and we're almost 5 minutes into the second half. Continue to just struggle to get a bucket down in this game. They have just 6 field goals in 32 attempts. Make that 34 attempts.
Wow. Down by 9, still a lot of time to go. 15:46 if the Bears can heat up. Taman Lipsy dribbling top of the key, gives to Nate Heisey. Back to Lipsy on the right wing, 4 to shoot. Jefferson to Heisey with 1 on the shot clock, and he drills the 3.
Yeah, Bears came out of that media timeout in a zone, just hopefully to get Iowa State a little bit off balance, and they ran it beautifully. Around the horn, made the defense shift, and now a quick turnover, a steal by Jefferson and a dunk at the other end.
Wow. The lead is 14 for Iowa State, 39-25.
And that is now 13 points for Iowa State off of 9 Baylor turnovers.
Jefferson, 14 points on the night, already a double-double. Isaac Williams jets to the bucket. Isaac Williams, the first field goal of the second half for the Bears.
Well, and John, sometimes when you're shooting this poorly, you just got to see one go down. And once it does, maybe it lights a bit of a spark for the rest of this team. That was a hard-earned bucket by Williams, but maybe the first of many to come.
39-27, Bears down by 12. Plata gives it to Torre, back to Plata. Good ball movement by Iowa State. Torre looks to drive, lost the handle, gets it back, and a turnover called on Torre.
You talk about a guy that provides a spark, really quick energy off the bench. That's Isaac Williams. Comes in, hard-earned bucket at the other end, and then extreme pressure on Torre and caused him to cough it up. So the Bears maybe, down by 12 now. Plenty of time left in this game. They've really not allowed or given this home crowd anything to get really energized about. They need to do that, particularly against a team like the Cyclones.
And here's Michael Ratai back on for the Bears. Had 3 fouls at the 7:49 mark in the first half. Didn't play since. Nice pass, Williams underneath for 2 by Yesufu and a foul.
And again, Williams has just energized this team. Got a bucket, forced a turnover, comes to the other end, and dribbled out of a double team and found Yesufu along the baseline. Yesufu did the rest. That's exactly what they needed, John, because this game was slipping away. A made free throw here cuts the lead back down to 9.
Play to the foul. He's got 4. He'll sit. Yesufu the bucket. Free throw coming. And it is no good. Missed the free throw. Boy, the Bears not taking advantage of those free throw opportunities so far tonight. Baylor trails by 10, 39-29 to Iowa State. 14 minutes to play. Lipsy back outside to Heisey. Momcilovic back on the floor for Iowa State. Entry pass stolen away by Cam Carr. Carr up the floor. Pass under the bucket, too far under to Yesufu. He'll try to get it outside. It looks like he is fouled.
I think
or
he is.
Timeout. No, he was fouled, wasn't he?
He sure was.
By Lipsy.
Yep, and that's team foul number 5 against Iowa State. I believe there it is. It's 5. So Bears a couple of fouls away from the bonus. And when you're shooting the ball this poorly, you got to find another way to score. Free throw line, you would think, would provide that. Bears have been able to get there, but they have nothing to show for it. 10 of 18 now. Think about this, an 18-7 free throw attempt differential that favors the Bears, but only 10 of those 18 have gone down.
Pat, that foul was on Lipsy. That's his 3rd. He'll go to the bench. Bears inbound. Yesufu, top of the key. Step back 3. No good. Back iron. Momcilovic the rebound for Iowa State. Momcilovic gives to Jefferson. He'll walk it into the front court. Cyclones 39, Bears 29, 13:30 to play, second half. Bears trying to avoid dropping to 0-2 in Big 12 play. Heisey behind the screen hits another three-pointer.
Yeah, he's had each of their last 2 buckets. Both of those were threes. And think about that. Heisey comes off the bench, and he is a 42% three-point shooter. You cannot leave him open. You get him and Momcilovic on the floor at the same time, it's a problem.
42-29, Iowa State with the lead. Here is a foul on Iowa State. It's a foul on Killian Torre. That's his 2nd. So they've got fouls starting to mount up.
Yep.
Lipsy with 3, Momcilovic with 3, and Buchanan with 3. Bears inbound, 13:06 mark. To Yesufu, working on Momcilovic. Shot up, no, but Caden Powell is there for the follow jam.
Yeah, the drive by Yesufu drew all the defense away from the weak side of the floor. Powell was there to pick up the miss. Big play for Powell. That gets the crowd a little more motivated.
42-31, Bears down by 11. Torre's shot blocked by Williams, and it goes out of bounds, but last touch by a Cyclone. So it's Baylor's ball. Nice defensive play by Isaac Williams.
Yeah, I mean, Williams has changed the game a little bit. At least he's provided a boost, and you just can feel the crowd gravitate around that. They're inspired by that. Plenty of time left in this game. At some point, you got to feel like, John, the Bears going to start making a few shots.
Right. Obiagman back on the floor. He gets Cameron Carr. Bears inbound, work it into the front court. Trailing by 11, 42-31. Bears down to 3rd-ranked and undefeated Iowa State. Isaac Williams. Nope, Carr is still out there. Carr with the assist. He bounces for Powell, who dunks it home.
It's a big play, and here comes the crowd. It's back into it's a single-digit deficit, and the crowd, you can hear them behind us, John, starting to become a factor.
Bears down by 9, 42-33. Here is a whistle and a foul, and Tony Padilla will tell us the foul is on Isaac Williams. That's his third. Not a shooting foul. Team foul number 3.5 on Baylor. Iowa State has 16 fouls.
Yeah, not a bad foul. I mean, Momcilovic was going to the lane, guarded by a 6'1 Williams. He's at 6'8. Didn't like the way that was shaping up, so Williams made a move on the ball, was called for the foul.
Heisey, the inbounder. High pass inbounds, gets it into Buchanan, the Virginia transfer. Buchanan on the right wing, gives to Bateman. Bateman's three is no good. Heisey runs in to get the offensive rebound. Heisey now will drive, kick, Torrey, three, no good. Rebound, Michael Ratai for the Bears. Bears dodge a couple of bullets there. Ratai to Carr for three in transition. It is no good, but a whistle and a foul. And they're going to call Buchanan for the foul. He bumped Caden Powell, or pushed Caden Powell, as Doug Sermons very directly tells him he did. Foul on Blake Buchanan, that's 4.
Yeah, and John, a little ray of hope. That is the 7th team foul against Iowa State. Bears will be in the bonus the rest of the ball game. Got to get there, got to make them.
Timeout on the floor, 11:50 to go. Bears looking for any ray of hope they can find. Down by 9. Iowa State leads Baylor 42-33 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Thanks again to tonight's game sponsor, Extraco Banks. Extraco Banks, let's build some dreams. Baylor women back in action tomorrow night. They're on quite a roll. Couple of big wins for the Baylor women on the road. They came from 19 down to beat Oklahoma State. The Cowgirls in Stillwater. Then beat previously undefeated and 10th-ranked Iowa State in Ames last Sunday. Thrilling game, 72-70 the final. Talia Scott, the game-winning shot, 21 points all in the second half. She's the Big 12 and National Player of the Week. And the Baylor women will be at home tomorrow night hosting Colorado, 7 o'clock, right here in Foster Pavilion.
You know, John, this is the time when, again, Bears have been able to get to the line. Just got to, they come into the game, John, a 76% free throw shooting team. Right now they're at 55. First free throw by Powell is good. In my mind, that's how they're going to stay in this game. Iowa State back on its heels. They're in foul trouble. 7 fouls for the Cyclones to just 3 for the Bears. Can't score otherwise. You got to get to the line.
That's 8 points on the night by Caden Powell, looking for 9, and he's got it. 2 made free throws. And the lead is 7 for Iowa State, 42-35.
And you can hear the crowd get a little more involved. Baylor has just not leveraged a really nice home crowd in this game thus far. They're coming to life now.
Cyclones Jefferson drives into the paint, nearly lost the handle, picks it up, kicks it outside for Bateman. His three is no good. Jefferson standing flat-footed, got the rebound and put it up and in.
It's just an unbelievable player. He's got such good hands. There were guys falling all around him. He was able to stay upright and with his hands bring it in, control it, and he shot it from almost a standstill. I don't think he ever left the floor.
I think you're right. Here is a drive by Isaac Williams. He is fouled by Killian Torre. Torre talks to Doug Sermons and says, hey, he was grabbing my jersey. Doug Sermons says, it's not what I saw.
That's not what I saw, not the way I saw it.
Right.
But you know what? Doug Sermons, great official.
Oh, man.
A little chattier than normal. I mean,
really
he's talking
is.
to the players.
The bench. Had a smile on his face talking to Ty Beard. Well, here's Baylor Isaac Williams at the line and misses the free throw. So the Bears miss another opportunity there. Williams' first free throw tonight. Remains 44-35 Iowa State. Shot right wing, no good. Rebound Cameron Carr for the Bears. Carr all the way to the baseline. Fires it left corner. Three is an air ball by Ratai. And then what's the call? Ooh, it's a foul on Caden Powell. Like to see that replay.
You know, and John, all this offense can do is create good high percentage shots out of the offense. And they've had a bunch here in the second half, but just cannot get the ball in the hole consistently. Yesufu's had some good looks. That one by Ratai was wide open on a great pass from Carr. And again, just it's hard to beat number 3 in the country when you're shooting 24%, and you've made 3 of 23s from the floor. And it's not because the looks aren't any good.
So Iowa State ball, they lead by 9 over the Bears. Jefferson at the free throw line to Momcilovic. Back to Jefferson outside the arc to Torre. Torre on the left wing, holds the ball over his head, gives to Nate Heisey. Heisey gives the ball to Jefferson with 5 to shoot. Turnaround jumper is no good. Skilling's the rebound for the Bears.
Great defense by Williams. Completely outsized and did the job. Held his ground, forced a bad shot by Jefferson.
Here's Cam Carr for the Bears working on Bateman. Gives the ball away to Ratai. Ratai at the free throw line. Gives it back to Carr. Now to Ratai. 16-foot jumper, no good. Skilling skies for the rebound. The putback, yes, good by Dan Skilling.
That's the work that he's done in this game. He really has not been a focal point of the offense. They're not running things through Dan Skillings. That's how he's going to get points, and that's a big bucket.
His first field goal tonight. He's got 3 points, pulls the Bears within 7 again. And here's a takeaway by Skillings. He got the steal. Skillings into the front court. Gives the ball to Cameron Carr. Carr outside the arc, left side of the floor. Bears shoot to the basket to our right here in the second half. Baylor trail by 1 at halftime. They led for all but 5 seconds of the first half. Here's Obi Agbem for Baylor, guarded by Heisey. Agbem working against him, 4 to shoot. To Williams. Williams will drive, and a foul is called on Iowa State.
Yeah, I think that was on the drive. I think it is. I think Williams was the guy that drew it. Just at the end of the clock, knew the ball had to find its way to the rim. He drove it there and drew the foul. I'm pretty sure Williams will be the guy shooting these free throws.
And Pat, the foul is on Milan Momcilovic. That is 4 on him with 9:17 to go. He'll have to go to the bench.
And this guy, Momcilovic, is the leading scorer on the team, 18.5 points a game. And right now he has 2. He's taken just 5 shots, so the Bears have done the job they needed to do on him, but just haven't been able to answer that defense with some really good offense. Williams gets his first free throw down, and now, John, it is a 6-point deficit with a lot of time left in this game and a home crowd that's starting to get a little lathered up.
I tell you what, Plata, Momcilovic, and Buchanan all have 4 fouls for Iowa State. Second free throw, no good, and a foul on Dan Skillings trying to get the rebound. So Skillings picks up personal number 3.
Bears get 1 of 2 at the line, but at least they're getting there. Still, John, they're within striking distance. There was a point in this game early in the second half when Iowa State, going back to the first, went on a 10-0 run, and it looked like they were about to separate where the Bears couldn't catch them.
Bears down by 6. Drive in by Jefferson. Ratai looked like a block, but he is whistled for the foul. Michael Ratai picks up personal number 4. And here goes Jefferson to the line for 2.
Now, Jefferson had a double-double at halftime. 12 and 11. He's now at 14 and 12. But he's a handful. He's big, he's crafty, incredibly skilled. Coming into the game, Iowa State, an average at best free throw shooting team. Haven't gotten there a lot. In fact, that's just their 8th free throw of the game. 4 of 8 there. Jefferson will get another one.
Retired to the bench with his 4th personal foul. Jefferson's 2nd free throw is good. He hit them both. So Jefferson makes the Bears pay. 2 free throws. He's got 18 points on the night. He leads all scores in the game this evening. Iowa State's lead back to 8, 46-38. Caden Powell for the Bears. Bounces for Cameron Carr. Carr driving, has the ball knocked out of his hands, will stay with Baylor.
Yeah, and again, this is a guy that needs touches, needs shots. He's taken 3 shots in the second half. Had 12 at halftime, and he's stuck there here in the second.
Top 2 teams in the Big 12 in assist to turnover ratio, but here's a turnover by Baylor on the inbounds. 3rd tonight. Lipsy into the paint area and tried to give it to Jefferson. He slipped down and the ball went out of bounds. That's a turnover by Iowa State.
Yeah, Bears dodge a bullet there because it was a turnover, and Iowa State forces turnovers better than anybody else in the country, and they were off to the races. They had numbers. Bears got into transition defense very effectively and somehow forced Iowa State to turn it over.
8 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Cyclones lead by 8 over the Bears, 46-38. Agbum 3, closely guarded, and he drills it.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to just pull the trigger and make a few of those. That gets the lead to 5, and that's the kind of play that, again, leverages this home crowd. You can hear the response.
It's 46-41. Lipsy bangs into Yesufu. Pull-up jumper is good by the senior Taman Lipsy.
You know, when they need a big bucket, that's where they're going to go. And we've seen him do that 2 or 3 times. When he gets it in the middle of the lane, he is not going to miss.
48-41, 7-point lead for the Cyclones. 8-minute mark, second half. Iowa State looking for a school record 15-0 start to the season if they win tonight. Short jumper by Agbum, back iron, no good. Rebound Jefferson. Boy, Jefferson continues to rack up the rebounds. Here's Jefferson driving down the paint. Ball knocked away, but a foul in the process. Marcus Pettigrew's going to tell us the foul is on Tunde Yesufu, personal number 2 on the night.
Yeah, that's going to give Jefferson 2 free throws when we come out of this media timeout.
Which comes with 7:41 to play, second half. Our score, Iowa State 48, Baylor 41. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 Basketball, the Baylor Sports Media Network.
At Baylor Club, membership unlocks exclusive perks from networking with an incredible community to enjoying stunning spaces. But did you know you don't have to be a member to host your private event with us? Whether it's a wedding, corporate gala, or milestone celebration, our expert private events teams handle every detail with precision and warmth. Indulge in gourmet catering crafted by our executive chef and relax knowing your event will be unforgettable. Ready to join the club or just host in style? Call 254-710-8080.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Bear Basketball. Tonight's game sponsored by Extraco Banks. Extraco Banks, let's build some dreams. Great to visit with Brian Reinhardt, President and Chief Banking Officer at Extraco Banks at halftime tonight.
Well, John, maybe the most disappointing stat in the ballgame from a Baylor perspective, besides the score, Baylor down 7:41 to play, within striking distance, is their inability to make free throws. They've gotten there a lot. We said you got to get there, you got to score there when the game started. They've gotten there, they haven't scored there. 13 of 23 now. That is 56%. This is a team that comes in 76% from the line. Good news is, got 7:41 to play. You know this team is capable of doing that. The defense has been better here in the second half. Still are taking a prolific scoring team, Iowa State, at a pace that would allow the Bears to win this game. But it's going to take some offense and some made free throws, I think, down the stretch to have a chance.
Momcilovic remains on the bench with 4 fouls. Joshua Jefferson picking up the slack. First free throw is good by Jefferson. His 19th point tonight. Patty averages 17.5. He's got a career-high 14 rebounds already, and we've got 7 minutes, 41 seconds to play.
Yeah, dominant on the glass in the first. Had 11 rebounds. This guy is an excellent player. I mean, 17 points, all those rebounds, misses the second free throw. Bears now, I mean, we're not at crunch time quite yet, but the Bears need a little bit of a spark here. Isaac Williams has been the guy to provide it over the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Williams brings it up, feeds Skillings. Skillings to Yesufu. Yesufu, baseline right in a double team. Trying to get it out of there. Finally wheels out of there and banks it in, but he called a timeout, or the bench called a timeout to sort of bail him out.
Yeah, maybe a dribble too many. He was looking to penetrate, and he drove the ball right into a double team, and it was pretty effective. There was no way he was coming out of that. He's trying to find a way, trying to find an outlet pass, but all those relief valves were closed off. Coach Drew calls a timeout.
Quick timeout. We'll keep it right here. 7 minutes, 24 seconds to play. Iowa State leads Baylor 49-41. Well, the hits just keep on coming. Baylor will host 7th-ranked Houston coming up on Saturday. Of course, all focus right now on Iowa State, but man, what a big game that is. The Cougars, the defending 2-time Big 12 champions, coming into Waco Saturday at noon.
Yeah, on the heels of Iowa State.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, John, you mentioned this during the break. James Naji has not played in the second half. I don't recall him playing. Had 5 rebounds in the first half. I think right now that's a matter of just understanding the offense and being able to run things the way he's got to run them, particularly on the offensive side of the floor. And Caden Powell has been great. He's 1 point away from a double-double.
All right, Baylor inbounds on the baseline. Williams inbounds to Yesufu, and a double team again to Agbum. 3, no good. Boy, that nearly went from the right side. Closely guarded, but a missed 3 by Agbum. Iowa State has the ball and the lead. Cyclones 49, Bears 41, nearing the 7-minute mark, second half. Heisey, catch and shoot 3 is no good. Rebound to Agbum, the run out for Baylor. Agbum met by Lipsy at the top of the key. Gives the ball to Isaac Williams. James Naji at the scorer's table to check in. Here's Isaac Williams, bounces the ball, rolled off his leg, almost a backcourt violation. Caden Powell comes out to save him, gives it back to Williams. Pass deflected, Agbum picks it up. 3 left side, no good. Rebound, Nate Heisey.
Yeah, just needed a better possession than that. Not a bad shot by Agbum, but Williams lost control of the ball a couple of times. Agbum had a hard time getting his hands on it, and that took about 4 seconds away from the 30-second shot clock.
Cyclones ball still up by 8 on the Bears. Taman Lipsy dribbles on the perimeter. Looks to drive on Skillings. Stops, pops, and hits over Skillings. Lipsy, the bucket, puts Iowa State back up by 10.
You think about it, this is 4th year in the Big 12. 4th year as a starter for Iowa State. When they need a big bucket, he's the guy that typically is going to provide it.
Preseason All Big 12, Taman Lipsy. Hometown guy from Ames, stayed home to play for the Cyclones. There's a whistle and a foul on Iowa State. Bears will have 2 free throws coming. Foul is on Joshua Jefferson. He's the one big gun that is not in foul trouble, only his 2nd personal.
Well, again, down by 10, 5:56 to play. Can't squander opportunities to score. First free throw by Williams is good. It's going to take stops at the other end, but you have to say the defense in this game, if you just look at the numbers, by Baylor has been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa State with 51 points with 6 minutes to play. Of course, the Bears only 42. Give Iowa State's defense credit also. Second one short, front iron, no good. Another rebound by Jefferson. Bears down by 9, 51-42. 5:50 and counting. Here's Lipsy on the left side into the paint. Little floater rolls in for Lipsy.
And Naji's back in the game, and that doesn't even flinch Lipsy. I mean, he goes right at him. He just knows how to get shots off. You think it's 6 foot, maybe 6'1", that he's undersized out there. Doesn't even flinch.
It's a veteran move by Taman Lipsy. Here's Isaac Williams, drives under the bucket, tries the reverse, had it partially blocked out of bounds. Last touched by, I believe, Blake Buchanan, so we'll stay with Baylor. Williams to the bench for the Bears. Ratai is back on. Cam Carr is back out there also. Pat mentioned Naji is back on the floor also. Cam Carr gives to Naji, top of the key. Couple of dribbles, puts it back in the hands of Agbum. Into the paint to Ratai for three, and it's good from the left side.
Finally got one of those down. They've had great looks, and it was just catch and shoot for Ratai. That's as open as he's been all night, and boy, did the Bears need that.
Man, big time. First field goal tonight by Michael Ratai. He's got 8 points total. Bears trail by 8, 53-45. Lipsy, pull-up jumper is no good, but he was fouled by Yesufu. Now that is 3 on Tunde Yesufu.
That's the 8th team foul against the Bears. That's going to give Lipsy, I think they gave him 2 on the shot. He's a good, not great free throw shooter. No, it's a 1-and-1 actually. 71% on the season.
First trip to the line tonight by the senior Lipsy. He missed it. Shot no good. Rebound Cameron Carr. Bears ball down by 8, under 5 minutes to play. Carr gives to Ratai. Reach around foul on Heisey. Bears going to have some opportunities here, and here comes 2 of them at the line by Michael Ratai.
Yeah, and again, that lead is so manageable. 4:45 left to play in the game. Have an opportunity to cut that lead even more with a couple of free throws without losing time on the clock.
Ratai just hit the 3 last time down. He's 3 of 4 shooting free throws, and the first one is good. Here is Milan Momcilovic back on the floor for Iowa State. Comes on with 4:45 to play, and he re-enters with 4 personal fouls. Second one's good. Those are 2 big free throws by Michael Ratai.
Yeah, and John, coaches call this segment of the game the 5 to grind. We're at 4:44 and counting. You get to 5 minutes to play, it's a little different ball game. This is where you really have to get focused. You got to get some stops if you're going to have a chance to win this.
Bears trail by 6. Drive to the hoop by Lipsy. Shot no good, but a foul. Foul is on James Naji. Naji, his first personal foul tonight.
It's really been impressive, honestly, to see how Lipsy handles Naji. He spent, most of his shots in the game, he had 1 3, but most of his buckets have been in the lane off drives, and 3 or 4 of those have been taken over the outstretched arms of Naji.
First free throw is good. TJ Otzelberger having an extended conversation with one of our officials, Marcus Pettigrew, while Lipsy's shooting free throws. Second one also good. Timeout Otzelberger. 2 free throws by Lipsy. 4:31 to play. See if they give him a full timeout here. It doesn't look like it. 4:31 to go. Iowa State leads Baylor by 8, 55-47.
Well, again, all of the bad shooting and the inability to get big shots when they needed them, at this point, it's just water under the bridge. It's a new game. 4.5 to play. Baylor down by 55-47. And they've got, I think, John, still the offensive firepower to win this game. It's been hidden the last couple of games. The Bears have underperformed offensively. No 2 ways around that. Their last 2 games, Big 12 games. But if they can get a few stops, playing in the comfort of Foster Pavilion, that's not an insurmountable lead, but they got to get going pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to go on a run like they haven't had so far tonight to make a difference. Trailing by 8, still time, 4:31 to play. Cam Carr is Baylor's leading scorer tonight with 12 points. That comes on 3 of 10 shooting from the floor.
Yeah, and Johnny hadn't scored in the second half. And we knew coming into conference play he would be a marked man in every game that he's played, and that's been the case tonight. He's struggled to get shots here in the second half.
Chilovich back to the bench with those 4 fouls. Baylor brings it up. Obi Agbum against the defense of Killian Torre. Agbum gives to Yesufu, top of the key. He'll drive, lost his balance. Shot up, no. Fight for the rebound. Yesufu works hard to get it. To Ratai for 3. No good. 2 bounces on the rim. Yesufu, the rebound and the putback.
And that's where he's going to get his points. He has not shot the ball well at all, but nobody goes after the ball quicker and harder than Yesufu. That's a big one, and now here comes the crowd again.
6-point difference. Bears down 55-49. Under 4 minutes to play. Lipsy gives to Jefferson. Jefferson spins, working against Ratai into the paint. Ratai draws the charge! Michael Ratai draws the charge of Joshua Jefferson.
And what a courageous play by Ratai. He did all of that, John, with 4 fouls. If that call goes the other way, he's out of this game. But a big play, and he was in perfect defensive position. Jefferson had that right shoulder. Again, trying to create separation, he drove that shoulder right into the chest of Ratai.
Time out on the floor, 3:44 to play. Thanks again to Extraco Banks, our game sponsor tonight. Extraco Banks, let's build some dreams. Iowa State 55, Baylor 49 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Venture cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
3:44 to play. Bears trail Iowa State 55-49. Before play resumes, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. Bob Baker, our engineer. Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator tonight. Down to the wire in this one, Baylor and Iowa State. Bears trailing by 6. Obi Agbum into the front court. Bears ball out of the timeout. Ratai drew the charge right before that timeout. Ratai gives to James Naji. Naji gives to Agbum, way away from the bucket, 10 to shoot. Agbum looks to drive. Kicks to Carr in the left corner. Carr trying to go around.
It's a hook.
Trying to get around Taman Lipsy, and he'll be whistled for foul.
That's an easy call. I mean, as Carr was trying to turn the corner on his defender, dribbled in his right hand, took his left hand, and just wrapped it around. I think it was Lipsy, and that's an easy call for the officials to make. That's an opportunity missed, really, for the Bears. They needed, coming out of that timeout, needed something.
First foul on Carr tonight. Here's Lipsy launching a three. It's no good, but a long rebound, and Jefferson claims it. Adding to his personal best rebounding night is Joshua Jefferson. Jefferson gives the ball to Buchanan. Back to Lipsy. Behind the screen of Buchanan, Lipsy drills another three.
And again, he's an experienced senior. He's started in his spot for Iowa State each of the last 4 years, and they need a big one. They go to him, and that he delivered.
The lead is 9 again. Agbum tries for the three. Doesn't get it. Shot partially blocked, but James Naji picks it out of the air and dunks it home. First points tonight for James Naji.
Need to stop here. I mean, all the Bears are doing since that last media is just trading baskets with Iowa State. Got to get a stop.
There's a drive by Torre on the baseline right. Shot partially blocked from behind by Ratai. Cameron Carr has it for the Bears. Hurries into the front court. 2:05 to play.
Yeah, I think Naji has a cramp.
Yeah. Ooh, and Naji is down on the floor. Dave Snyder's going to go check on him.
Yeah, he was grabbing his right thigh, and pretty clearly that's a cramp. And I mean, he dropped to the floor and did not get up.
I think you nailed it there, Dr. Nunley.
I mean, pretty obvious from where I sit. I've had a few of those.
Again, Naji has not played competitive basketball since July, so sort of working himself back into shape. And doing so against the number 3 team in the nation.
But made the comment, didn't he, to you, that he was still trying to figure out 5-on-5 and getting his legs under him. That's not easy to do at all.
Going to sit down with Naji for our Sikkim podcast yesterday, available wherever you get your podcasts, audio and video. You can find it on Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. Just search Sikkim podcast. All right, he gets up. He is walking, limping slightly, headed to the Baylor bench.
Well, that was the stop the Bears needed. They absolutely had to have it, and they got it. Now they got to do something with it. You can't just trade baskets. We talked about that a minute ago. Down by 7, 2:05 to play. Just aren't that many possessions left in this game. Got to take advantage of the offensive possession this time.
So Naji to the bench. Caden Powell is back on. 2:05 to go. Bears down by 7, 58-51. Here we go. Back to play. Bears ball. Inbounds it comes to Isaac Williams. Bears have no possessions to waste at this point. And they just did. Steal by Torre. He'll dunk it at the other end.
You know, and that was just Bears trying to get into their half-court set. And it was what would otherwise be a routine pass, looked like it anyway, from Williams to Agbum. And Toure just anticipated it, caught it, was a touchdown at the other end.
60-51, lead is 9 for Iowa State with 1:38 to play. Ratai gives to Agbum, step back 3, right side, no good, rims out. Rebound, Powell puts it up and in. Caden Powell, the offensive putback.
Yeah, there's his double-double, 11 and 10 now. That's why we haven't seen as much of Naji in the second half, because Powell's been out of sight.
He has played really well tonight. Bears within 7 with 1:15 to play. Buchanan gives to Lipsy. Lipsy bumped on the perimeter. Caden Powell going to be whistled for the foul, his 3rd personal tonight.
You know, and Coach Drew's telling Powell, you know, step and show and get back. That foul occurred about 30 feet from the Iowa State basket. And there's really no way, you're not going to take it from him. I don't think they were looking to trap Lipsy. They just wanted to make sure coming off of the ball screen, he didn't have a full head of steam. Powell did that, but just stayed with the play too long.
So Taman Lipsy shooting free throws. He's one of their better free throw shooters. He does everything very well.
He does.
First one is good. He's 3 of 4 at the line.
John, you think about Iowa State in the second half. Every time Baylor got close, got it to 7, got a chance to get it to 5, as I recall. Lipsy's the guy that came up with a big play. 2 big free throws here.
19 points on the night by the senior Taman Lipsy. And the lead is 9, 62-53. Michael Ratai to the right wing, gives to Agbum. Agbum drives, left hand layup, no good. Yesufu, rebound and put back for 2.
I got to have a stop. And in fact, you need a steal here pretty quick. It's close to the point where you've got to steal or you've got to foul pretty quickly. start looking at the stat sheet. Timeout called by Lipsy. Bears, of course, pressured. Full court, inbounds pass. Nice trap on him, and he killed the play with a timeout. But you're going to have to get steals, or you're going to have to figure out who you're going to foul and put at the free throw line. Because down by 7, under a minute to play, you got to create possessions.
So timeout by Iowa State with 53.8 seconds to play. 7-point lead for the Cyclones, 62-55. Baylor led virtually the entire first half of this game. It was an ugly half. Neither team shot the ball well, but the Bears had the lead up until really the final 5 seconds of the first half. A made three by Jefferson gave the Cyclones the lead, 25-24. That was part of a 10-0 run by Iowa State, spanning the halftime. And they really haven't looked back since then. Bears have gotten as close as 6 and no closer.
That's right. I mean, it was a 14-point lead at about the 15-minute mark for Iowa State. It was at that point, John, where it looked like Cyclones were just going to run away with it. And playing at home and leveraging the crowd, got a couple of big buckets and some stops. Bears clawed their way back in. But really all they've been able to do this last couple of minutes is trade baskets with Iowa State. And when you're down 7, that's not a winning formula.
They look at the clock and they add a little bit. It's 54.6 seconds to play. There's a baseball pass to Lipsy, and he'll dunk it at the other end.
Yeah, he just took off.
Wow.
You think he was the guy that they would be directing the inbounds pass to. He just looked like a wide receiver, took off and caught it over his right shoulder.
Cyclones by 9. Carr knifes in and lays it in for 2. It's 64-57, Iowa State on top. Backcourt pressure again by Baylor. Torrey to Heisey to Jefferson up the floor, and laying it in uncontested is Momcilovic.
And you think about that, that's an experienced basketball team. One of the reasons they're number 3 in the country, they've been pressured twice, full court press, and they have laid it in 2 times in a row.
66-57. Whistle and a foul. It's on Iowa State. It is on Joshua Jefferson. That is his 4th tonight. Yeah, you're right. To break the pressure and end up with layups at the other end, that is a veteran squad.
I mean, it's just a clinic, really. I mean, that's how you attack a full court press.
4th personal foul on Jefferson. Puts Cameron Carr at the line. 32 seconds to go. Oh, Carr's first attempt rims out. No good.
Yeah, that's really been the story of the night. I mean, coming in, Bears shooting at 76% from the line. They're at 57% now, 16 of 28. So they've gotten to the line a ton, but just left so many points at the line. Couldn't overcome that.
Second one's good. It's 3 points in the second half total by Carr, 15 for the game. Carr going for the steal in the backcourt on the inbounds, and he is whistled for the foul. Personal number 2 on Cam Carr.
That's the best you can do. I mean, you got to foul the first guy that catches it. That's one of the reasons they inbounded to Lipsy. 71% from the line on the season. He's 4 for 5 from the line, but John, what he really is an experienced, savvy, mature point guard. I mean, he doesn't do anything really flashy. There's not a big wow factor to him, but he just produces. And he is the rudder of the ship. One of the reasons Baylor was down by just 1 at halftime, he picked up 2 fouls and played just 10 minutes of the first half.
First one is good by Lipsy. 31.4 seconds to play. 9-point lead for Iowa State, looking to make it 10. And he does. 2 more free throws by Taman Lipsy. 10-point lead, 68-58. Carr drives around Jefferson. He'll give him that one. He dunks it for 2. It's 68-60. Bears trying to create the turnover in the backcourt. Heisey to Torrey to Jefferson. Shot clock is off. Baylor will reach in and foul Joshua Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, the ball was working its way up the floor. You could probably hear Coach Drew in the background saying, why didn't you foul? I mean, there were a couple of opportunities to foul in the backcourt. They finally do foul, but lost about 6 seconds in the process.
Will be Agnew foul number 3. Here's Joshua Jefferson going to wipe the perspiration off his hands before he shoots free throws. This is one of the games that will be played twice during the regular season. Play on January 7th, and exactly 1 month from tonight, February 7th, will be at Hilton Coliseum.
You know, and John, I mean, there are some bright spots. Coach Drew is going to talk about that in his postgame, but I think this will be a much better team a month from now than it is today.
It's fun to think about as they continue to come together and as they incorporate Naji more and more into the lineup. Here's a turnover by Carr as he brings it up. 2 missed free throws by Jefferson. Layup by Lipsy is no good, but Torrey puts it in. 5 seconds to go. Iowa State leads by 10. Drive to the bucket by Carr. Shot doesn't make it to the rim. And the Cyclones set a school record now, 15-0 to start the season. They stay undefeated. They knock off Baylor tonight here in Waco, 70-60.
You know, John, maybe the way to size this game up, there just is not enough room for error from Baylor's perspective to beat number 3 in the country. And they left points at the free throw line, did not shoot the ball well for the ball game, shot a little better in the second half. But you've got to make more than your fair share of threes. They were 5 of 27 at the three-point line tonight. It's not just a three-point game, but if you're going to beat number 3, you got to do some things special. And Bears were just not ever. They kept it close. They were within striking distance, but could never string together some big plays that would give them a chance to win.
Bears led nearly the entire first half. Iowa State grabbed the lead and never gave it back. They win by 10 tonight over the Bears. 70-60, Cyclones over Baylor, the final score. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Len and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Tonight follows a 70-60 Iowa State win over Baylor. Cyclones go to 15-0 on the season, one of 6 unbeatens in college basketball. School record now 15-0 start to the season. They're 2-0 in Big 12 conference play. Bears dropped to 10-4 with the loss. The Bears are 0-2 in the Big 12. Pat, something I don't think we mentioned over the course of the broadcast, there were 15 pro scouts here tonight representing 12 different NBA teams. Kind of speaks to how much talent was on the floor here between these two teams tonight.
Yeah, well, we saw again in Las Vegas Iowa State play, and I knew at that point they were the real deal. And they were good then because they are experienced, and you could see that experience tonight. I thought Taman Lipsey, who had 20 points in the second half alone, was the guy that just said, give me the ball, I'm going to run this thing, I'm going to get to the free throw line, I'm going to dish it out. And the Bears really had no answer for him. But this is number 3 in the country for a reason. There are some bright spots to this game, and we'll get into those. But, again, the way I'd size it up is you just don't have room for error when you play number 3 in the country, wherever you play them. And to me, the undoing was not being able to capitalize at the line. Baylor gets there 29 times, makes just 17 of those. That's right under, it's exactly 58.6%. You're just not going to beat number 3 in the country when that's the best you got.
Yeah, 58.6% plus. Some of those are front end of 1-and-1s, that you left on the table also. So, yeah, you just can't do that, a team the caliber of Iowa State. Cyclones win it over Baylor. They take a 1-game lead in the all-time series now, 26-25. Iowa State leads Baylor all time. Take a timeout. Back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. We're also brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. And brought to you by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. 70-60 the final score, Iowa State over Baylor. Back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The First Central Credit Union postgame show brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Bears fall to Iowa State tonight, 70-60 here in Foster Pavilion. We're also brought to you by the Greater Waco Chamber. Whether you're a member business or considering membership, optimize the opportunity to gather and grow your business with us. Go to wacochamber.com/activate to explore the benefits of membership. 70-60 the final score. Pat, it was 25-24. Iowa State leading Baylor at halftime. Again, not exactly a shooting clinic by either one of these teams tonight. But you've got to look at the final stats there. Share those with our listeners, will you please?
Well, we said there are a few bright spots, and one of those was the rebounding battle. Baylor won that 47-44. Not easy to do. In fact, of those 47 rebounds, 21 offensive rebounds for the Bears. Yesufu had 6 of those. Caden Powell, who we'll talk to in a second, had 8 of those. And of those 21 offensive rebounds turned into 25 second chance points. So the Bears get 25 there compared to just 15 for Iowa State. We talked before the game about specialty points. That's one of them, second chance points. The other is free throws, and spoke to that briefly. 17 of 29 for the Bears, way below their typical free throw shooting percentage. They got there, just couldn't score there. Otherwise, Bears shot it at 30% from the floor for the ball game. A little better in the second half, 43, but that's after 18% from the floor in the first half. Made just 5 of 27 threes. It was going to take more than that tonight. That's just 18% from a three-point line. Individual scoring looks like this. 3 different players in double digits. Caden Powell with a double-double, 11 and 11 for him. 17 points for Cam Carr. He had 5 rebounds as well. 10 points, 8 rebounds for Tunde Yesufu. And then 3.6 rebounds for Dan Skillings, 5 points for Obi Agbam, who again just continues to struggle from the floor. 2 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 10 from a three-point line. I'll mark our spot here. Coach Drew has joined us, so we'll come back to these after we hear from Coach.
All right, Pat, thanks very much. Coach Drew joins us following the 70-60 loss by the Bears to Iowa State this evening. Coach Drew's post-game comments brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. And Coach, thanks for the visit, and boy, you ran into a really good team in Iowa State this evening.
Well, there's a reason they're undefeated and ranked 3rd in the country, so they're a good team every night so far this year. Disappointed we didn't get the win. Proud of the effort. I thought we competed a lot harder than we did at TCU. I think everybody playing in their second conference game realized what you have to do to give yourself a chance to win. I thought the fans were outstanding. Iowa State's defense is really good, but they did not stop one of our free throw attempts. Mm-hmm. So you can't go 17 for 29. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, we control that. So got to get better from the free throw line, and then we got to take better care of the ball. I mean, we've had more point guard by committee approach this year, but we had one guy that had more assists and turnovers tonight. That you ain't going to win any good game against that. Now, 27 for them is the best defensive guard in the country, and Lipsy it might be second. So that's real. But first half, you make free throws, you make layups, you're up 10, and we didn't either of those, and we go down 1. And Jefferson's too good a player. You're never going to keep him under wraps. Analytically, him and Cam Boozer are the best in college basketball. And that's real.
Coach, you've kind of spoken to this, but when you play number 3 in the country, you just don't have any room for error.
No, and I thought we actually had better shots than we did against TCU, and I think the home crowd helped with that. I think our guys' sense of urgency helped with that. But at the end of the day, you got to make layups, got to make free throws, can't turn the ball over. So, and they blocked 4 shots. I don't know how many blocked shots Iowa State had in the first half, but, man, we missed a lot of bunnies.
Mm-hmm. Some of the things you did well, you out-rebounded them. You had 25 second chance points to their 15.
Again, the effort I can live with, and hopefully our fans can.
Did you see the improvement that you wanted from game 1 to game 2 in conference?
Effort-wise, defensively, yes. Offensively, we're still a project in work. And what I mean by that is obviously the teams we played, top 14 defense, top 5 defense, will have another top 5. So they're going to exploit everything you have to do. But I mean, as good as those defenses are, they're not holding the 17 for 29, including front ends and one-on-ones. So when you get to the line, you've got to make them pay.
Mm-hmm. You got a double-double from Caden Powell tonight.
Yeah, I thought Caden, like everybody else, played hard. I know I really like the tip dunk. I think that was my favorite play.
Well, you said this, I think, before the game, but what we saw, particularly in the second half, was a team that's played together. They're mature. They're experienced. 3 of those starters have been together at least 2 years, and Lipsey's been there forever. He's a fourth-year point guard that I thought kind of took over control of the game.
I mean, right now, college basketball, if you're saying there's 2 teams that I'm picking in the championship game, it's Michigan and Iowa State. So now they got to stay injury-free. They got to keep getting better, but that's what I would tell you right now. So this was a really good team. We would have to do things better than we did tonight to win that game. But again, we're going to fight like heck. We got a chance to be a really good defensive team with our length. Hopefully at some point we make free throws, make layups, and for the good threes that we got, make them. We did take some bad ones, and we should miss them. So that's on us for taking bad shots.
And get another opportunity against Houston Cougars coming in on Saturday.
Yeah, great opportunity. What time's that game?
Noon Saturday.
Noon. All right. We'll see everybody here noon.
All right.
Noon
Let's
it is.
Fill it up. Coach, thanks for the visit.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. His post-game comments brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Caden Powell is coming our way, but Pat, you were in the middle of stats.
Here comes Caden.
There we go.
Here comes the double guy.
So come on with him. Caden Powell's coming our way, double-double, as Pat said, 11 points, 11 rebounds on the night, 4 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Tough game. Congratulations first to you. That's a nice game. I know you trade those numbers for a Baylor win tonight.
Yeah, we'd much rather have the win than anything else here.
Yeah, Coach Drew was really talking about your guys' effort was really good. No fault at all with your effort this evening.
Yeah, the effort was much better than the TCU game. We just a couple mental mistakes here and there, and we got to make our free throws. We all got to shoot better. I got to shoot better. We all got to shoot better from the free throw line.
Did you feel like you got the improvement you'd like to see from Game 1 to Game 2 in conference?
I feel like we got some of the improvement, but at the end of the day, we wanted to win, and we didn't get the outcome that we wanted. But like Coach Drew said, the effort was better, but we still have a lot to go and a lot to get better at so that we can get the right outcomes that we all expecting.
Yeah, so Caden playing in a game, number 3 team in the country, and they just run those 6'11" guys in one after another. What was your approach to the game? I mean, obviously 11 and 11, you were doing something right.
Just be more physical. Don't let them play harder than us. Obviously, the first low man wins, first to hit wins. So just trying to be the aggressor, not taking the punch.
Yeah, and then you've got Houston. You go from number 3 to another top-ranked team, top 10 team in the country on Saturday. Do you feel like, I mean, what do you feel like you guys need to work on between now and Saturday to be ready for the Cougars?
We just need the effort to be there, same effort as tonight, but we got to clean up some mental mistakes. We take those out of the game. We make more free throws. We give ourselves a better opportunity to win.
Good. It's interesting, your mindset. I mean, the mindset that Coach Drew and the players instill in you guys. I mean, you can beat anybody. I mean, Houston comes in there really good, but I think y'all felt pretty good about knocking off Iowa State tonight.
Yes. I don't think anybody in the locker room was like, oh, we're scared to play. We were all ready to play. It's a great opportunity. We fell short tonight, but we have a lot that we can work on, get better, and we have another opportunity on Saturday.
Good. Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks,
right.
Caden.
Caden Powell, double-double this evening, 11 points, 11 rebounds. But it comes in a loss. The Bears fall to Iowa State 70-60, the final score. Pat, you were giving us the final stats.
Yeah, and I'll continue with some of the team stats. I gave you the rebounding numbers, which were really outstanding. A negative for the Bears in this game. Didn't turn it over excessively, had 14, and that's 8 in the second half. But on those turnovers, and we knew this coming in, Iowa State forces more turnovers per game than any other team in the country. They forced 14, but they got 20 points off those 14 turnovers. So that is, 20 of their 70. So even though you don't turn it over excessively, if they're live ball turnovers, they're going to make you pay, and they made Baylor pay for that tonight. ISU outscored Baylor in the paint, 36-28. Fast breaks, Bears did a pretty good job keeping that in check because Iowa State known to really run. They had 10 fast break points, Bears with just 3 in the ball game. Individual scoring looked like this. Tunde Yesufu finished with 10, 8 rebounds in the ball game. 6 of those rebounds on the offensive side. Mentioned the double-double from Caden Powell. Cameron Carr had 5 in the second half, finishes with 17 and 5 rebounds. Dan Skillings, 3 and 6 in the game. Obi Agbam, I think that's where I was when we finished last time. 2 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 10 overall. So let's go to the Iowa State piece. Taman Lipsey was, in the second half, the difference, I thought. Again, an experienced guy, member of the all-defensive team each of the last couple of years, all-conference guard, preseason all-conference, and he flexed his muscles in the second half, had 20 points of his 24 in the second half, and was just great. 12 points, 5 rebounds for Killian Toure in the game, 19 points, 17 rebounds for Joshua Jefferson. Had a double-double at halftime and just padded that in the second half. 4 points, 3 rebounds for Milan Momcilovic. And, John, this is a guy coming in the Bears had to stop. I mean, he's a guy that could break a game wide open. The most productive, most accurate three-point shooter in the country was 0 for 3 from a three-point line tonight. So if you told me before the game that would be his line at the end, I would have loved Baylor's chances to win this one. 6 points, 6 rebounds for Nate Heisey, and that pretty much rounds it out. Dominic Nelson with 3 in the ball game. Iowa State for the ball game shot it at 41%. They made 6 of 19 threes. They were just 12 of 20 at the free throw line. So, when you leave these stats and kind of digest the game, that to me, I thought Iowa State was ripe tonight. Bears just needed to do a couple of things much better than they did. And to me, the biggest Achilles heel was just the inability to capitalize at the line. You had to get there. You had to score there. They got there, but had nothing to show for it.
70-60, the final score. A couple of other notes with Momcilovic averaging 18.5 a game, and he had 4 in the game this evening. And was 0 for 3 from three-point range, snaps a streak of 28 straight games in which he's had at least one made three-pointer. And he's number 1 in the nation, averaging 4.1 made threes per game.
Yeah. I mean, they did the job on him. They knew where he was every time he was on the floor. But this is a well-rounded, this is an experienced, savvy basketball team led by the guy that I think is probably the most experienced in the league, has been an Iowa State Cyclone since he entered college 4 years ago, and Bears had no answer for him. A true point guard, and he was the rudder of the ship all the way through.
That's Lipsey, finishes with a game-high 24, leading the Cyclones to their second conference win in 2 starts. They're 2-0. They're 15-0 on the season. Bears dropped to 10-4 with the loss, 0-2 in Big 12 conference play, with the Houston Cougars coming in on Saturday. We'll look at scores and talk about that when we come back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 70-60, Iowa State over Baylor. And we're back with more on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up the year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months. Or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Thanks again to our game sponsor tonight, Extraco Banks. Extraco Banks, let's build some dreams. Nice crowd here tonight, and I think Coach Drew mentioned that, Pat. No students, school not in session yet, but thought a really good atmosphere, and they helped lift the Bears at the right time. Several opportunities tonight.
Yeah, I thought there were a couple of times, particularly when Isaac Williams came into the game, I think around the second media timeout, provided some energy, and I think the crowd fed off of that. And I thought that Baylor was poised with about 3 minutes to play. I think they had gone down 5. And I thought, okay, this is your number 3 in the country. You're at home. You got the crowd now a little bit lathered up. But this is just an Iowa State team that is not going to beat itself. You've got to make plays to beat them wherever you're playing them, and Bears just weren't able to do that. This second game in a row where the Bears have finished in the 60s, so the offense has hit a bit of a wall. I think a lot of that is you're now in the Big 12 and just get used to it. But still, this is a team that was hitting on all cylinders, averaging 93 points a game in non-conference, and all of a sudden, that firepower is just gone. And I think they'll figure that out here at some point. Houston coming in on Saturday is not a team that's going to rack up a bunch of points. They're going to control pace. So it'll be, I think, much like this game today. Bears just going to have to do the things that are going to give them a chance to win. Second chance points, get to the free throw line and make them, and make more than their fair share of threes. Just didn't happen tonight, and squandered an opportunity, I thought, but going to have to beat Iowa State. They're not going to help you.
Houston ran their record of 14-1 on the season with a win in Houston over Texas Tech last night. 69-65 was the final. Great matchup there. Houston number 7 in the nation, Tech number 14 in the nation. Scores tonight in the Big 12. Arizona, ours the only final. Arizona number 1 in the nation leads Kansas State 54-43. 17-15 to play second half from Tucson. BYU, number 9 in the nation, leads Arizona State 73-47 with 9:58 to play second half from Provo. And in Boulder, Colorado leads Utah 65-59 with about 7.5 minutes to go second half from there. And our game, the only final of the night, 70-60. And it is Houston coming in on Saturday. It is a noon tip-off. I think it was a good crowd tonight. I think it'll be better on Saturday. Some people, maybe can't travel on a Wednesday night to Waco for this game. But, man, we need everybody here to, put our best foot forward against a really good Houston team.
Yeah, well, as Coach Drew says, you can watch the game or you can be involved in the game. Right. And I think that will be the case on Saturday. We'll need that. It's a great Houston team, another great Houston team that's in the same league, certainly. I mean, they come AP poll on Monday, had them at number 7 in the country. So there are positives from this game, and at some point, shots are going to fall. I just think we said this when the broadcast started. There's a breakout game coming. Hadn't happened yet, but it's coming. Let's hope it maybe is on Saturday.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Great timing for that. And we see this. You folks listening to us can't necessarily see this, but Isaac Williams is out here shooting free throws after the game, and Dan Skillings is at the other end of the floor taking shots from the perimeter. And I think that sort of shows the work ethic of these guys. They know that they really hurt themselves with 3 free throw misses tonight, and they don't want that to be the case next time.
No, as Coach Drew also said, Iowa State didn't play any defense on those free throws. And that's just it's a head scratcher. 76% from the line coming in, one of the better and best in the conference there for a while. And I don't know. You do what Isaac Williams is doing. You come in here and you shoot 100 of them.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so next up, Baylor and Houston on Saturday. We'll be on the air at 11:30, tip-off at noon. Hope you can tune in if you can't be here in person for the Bears and the 7th-ranked Houston Cougars. We look forward to that. Thanks to Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator tonight. Thanks to Bob Baker, our engineer par excellence here in Foster Pavilion. Speaking for them, plus Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. We appreciate your being with us this evening. Final score from Foster Pavilion. The third-ranked and undefeated Iowa State Cyclones remain undefeated. They beat Baylor 70-60, the final score. So long.